None.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the moonlight. Okay. So y'all, guess what today is? I'm sure you all know that today is Friday. So drop your fire and moons in the chat because it is Friday. Okay, Native, it's Friday. How are you?
I'm good, Legacy Moon. What is going on with you? You know why I'm good, Legacy Moon?
Why?
Because my ass can read. I heard your struggle live earlier with Mr. Struggle Read, struggling to read his own words. How the hell you wrote something 50 times? I done rewrote it 50 times. Still can't read it. The hell is it not on paper or not? Like I didn't understand that shit. He acted like he
But
was freestyling.
you can't even pronounce the words that you wrote, which, really, like, how did you do this if you can't even pronounce what you wrote? But okay, that was just me.
Today, hello, Mr. Craig Lewis, sir. I would like to tell you that I am so happy with the way that you have represented me and let me know what was going on with my case. I think that you are doing a good job, but it is not my fault or my concern that you don't have the staff or the personnel to handle my case. You told me that this was going to be a misdemeanor. However, it does not look like it is going to be a misdemeanor. I do not feel like I want to plea to the charge of hold on, wait, what? Hold on, I done rewrote this 50 times. I don't know what the hell is saying. Okay, hold on. I do not think that you should be charging me $30,000. My last lawyer charged me $15,000. That is a $10,000. Wait a minute, hold on. $20,000 difference. This nigga.
Wait, you forgot about him telling him that he got him a murder bond.
It is enough for a murder charge bond. That is how much it costs to defend a murder. I did not do a murder, so it should not cost that much money.
And meanwhile, Sonia never went when he said that about that. She never corrected him. She never. Yeah, no. Oh well, no, that's not how bond works or nothing.
First of all, what I thought you was gonna point out that you didn't. Did y'all see that heifer go to sleep? Did y'all see her go to sleep and wake up while he was?
No,
she went to sleep, like Simone. I'm watching the video and I'm like, did that help her? And there's one part where he said something and you could see her jump like she woke up right then and there. But if you look at her, she's asleep over there. Knock the fuck out.
I'm gonna have to go back and look because I never noticed that. I do know it was at one point somebody had said in the chat she ain't even paying attention to him, but I didn't really. I know. I think because I was so into, even though I have done that call before, today was the first time I actually listened to what he was reading. I mean, instead of like listening to him not be able to read his own letter and cracking jokes about that, I actually listened to what he actually wrote. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Lewis probably had a field day. Somebody told me that went into file. Somebody in the chat, file number 5, and they put I think, an emoji of a trash can or something in the chat.
I know Crow Lewis was like, man, I know I ain't reading what I'm reading. What the fuck?
Yep, absolutely. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and look because I did not realize that, because that was like another whole 30 minutes of jokes I could have had.
Look, man, I said, I know y'all see her over there sleep. I know y'all see her sleep. But I guess his reading was so damn distracting. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, because I'm like, this dude read like a damn, I mean, hello. I would like to say, is this how you blow on people, Nesto? Is this how you blow? You do you blow all slow and illiterate and underdeveloped like this? Is that how you blow on niggas?
That's,
I'm just curious.
that's how you blow on him.
That's how you blow on niggas, because I don't understand. That was some bullshit. I mean,
Well, he has to still use blow because he's not in the free world, so he probably doesn't get to hear Kendrick Lamar, tell us that sometimes you got to step out and show niggas, So he doesn't know, so he has to still use blow.
I mean, sometimes you got to pop out and show niggas,
Yeah.
but what you got to show them when you pop out? And that nigga ain't popped out. He been in there since 2022. When he gonna pop out and show anything?
Right. Exactly.
He is definitely Drake in this whole thing. Okay, Nesto is Drake in this whole thing. Nesto is not Kendrick in this thing right now.
He is, yeah, Drake.
He is definitely Drake right now, right about now.
Yeah, he's
Now
like, I haven't got this stupid woman up here defending me. Yeah, poor thing.
You know what? And I still don't think he thinks she's stupid. I still think that he thinks that she's on point.
I'm on the fence. I am on the fence with her. Oh, let me make this announcement. If y'all know the ants, if y'all know which call it is that Sonia is talking about chewing on the phone cord, if y'all know that call, please tell me which call it is, either in the chat or email me the link, or something. Please, 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 like right now. If you guys remember what call that is, because I am very interested. I am very, very interested. And I will also tell you that what will I also tell you? Well, hell, I don't know. I forgot that quick. But anyway, yeah, so, and Shay B, I don't know if you are, well, I know you're here somewhere. I don't know if you're in the clouds or whatever, but thank you for slowing down the chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let me, okay. Oh, I'm getting ready to say hello to all of y'all now. I might stop because my chest hurts and I'm really short of breath. And I was going to take one of my inhalers, but because I have to take 2 doses, but I decided not to, especially. Oh, okay. Shay B is here. Hey, Shay B. I thought you was in the clouds, but let me start speaking to everyone. We've got Native. What'd you get so quiet for?
Because you was about to say hey to the people.
Okay,
I ain't want to say hey to the people while you were saying hey to the people.
first on the moonwalk, we got No 54. And happy to be happy. Happy to be happy ain't never this early. Girl, welcome, welcome, welcome. Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame. Um, Delicate. Wait a minute, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all know I don't be having on my glasses when I be sitting up here. So I happened to be doing something the other night, and I had my glasses on, and I had seen Delicate Dell's picture. Now I thought, just from what I could see, I thought maybe she had on like a hoodie on her head, but Miss Ma'am got her hair. It is blonde. it is down. It is like flowing. I'm like, you better watch out. I'm gonna start watching you, Delicate Dale. See what you be up to, because she is up in her picture, giving us glamour.
Let me tell you something, Legacy Moon. Don't sleep on Delicate Dale. Okay.
Yeah, I
Don't sleep on
mean,
Delicate Dale. Delicate Dale will pop out and show niggas. Okay.
yeah.
Don't sleep on Delicate Dale. All right. Delicate Dale will pop out and show niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I am
Mm-hmm.
scared of her. Shoot, I am scared of her. We
Mm-hmm.
got the only one there is, your hero, Black but not bitter.
My hero.
Leo lady, Andrea. Shirley's divorced finally. She says, hello, chat. I'm ready for this shit tonight. Okay, we're gonna give it to you too. We got Southside Chi-Town. I don't know if her evil twin is here. We got I said Shay B, I think. Ray Della Lewis, Diva Shawnee, Salty Buzzard, Sonia's Boots, Nola Brown, Justin's mom, Casino Lady, Jackie Gates, Wendy Shy. Okay, the evil twin is here. Okay. Sound checker net. Hey, my Tony, Aunt Natty, Petty Patty, Virgo Callie, minding business, Miss Mad about music. Okay. Am I making it? I'm making it. Miss Nisi, MHM, my Tony 72, my tie, Miss Riri 60, and fabulous Trina 2, Jackson Tabasco, Petty Patty. Who else do we have here? Say J is here. I think I said mind and business. A lady is here.
Cam Lewis is here. Bridget Girl is here. Allegedly in Harmon is in the building. Salty Buzzard that made it in. Myretta is here. Okay. All right.
This is true is here.
Mm-hmm. Rainbow is here.
AK's POV.
And Shay B is here.
Yeah.
Y'all got to make sure that we know that Shay B is here, because Shay B like to walk all over people's furniture and shit. Like she ain't got no good sense. You know what I'm saying? That's what Shay B like to do. All right. So I have to let you know that Shay B's here, so that way in case some shit gets fucked up, you'll know who to blame. Okay? It's Shay B's fault.
It's Shay B's fault.
Mm-hmm.
AK's POV. I think I got Myretta. Myretta is here.
Mm-hmm. Rossi's here. Tracy's here. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
Champions is here.
Champions is here. Hey, CJ. Why is Jackson Tabasco throwing tomatoes? What is going on with her?
Because Jackson Tabasco.
She's a hater.
Everybody hates. She gonna hate on whoever win the tribe trivia on Thursday. And so it's just it's just that's just the way it is.
Did we get Rainbow and Bridget Girl? Beauty is her name.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Oh, Delicate Dell. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And thank you for supporting the platform. I think I'm at the end now. Bridget Girl. Okay, I'm at the end. Okay, I made it.
Okay.
Thank you, Native. So what's next? What do we do next? Okay. I don't see anyone who knows what call she was chewing on the phone cord. AK's POV said, at Jackson Tabasco, I won my first full game. Did you win any games?
Damn. Damn. See what I'm saying? Y'all cold with it, man. Y'all cold with it. I started this thing as a friendly, tribe bonding thing. Nah, y'all cold.
Shay B said there are no friends in cahoots. She said it.
She did say it.
Yeah, she said it. Chanel Heslop, how you doing? Tracy, how you doing?
Look, hold on. AK's POV said, no, that wasn't shade. I was just asking. See, that's what happens when you be texting. You know what I'm saying? People can take stuff out of context. That's how that works.
Jackson, wait. Jackson Tabasco says she blowed on my ass.
You got blowed on Jackson, Nebraska.
Oh my goodness. Well, let me see. This is what we are going to do. There is a call. We're going to do the let's do the let me find it first. See which one it is. We are going to do the connect call. I
What
know
could that call?
connect. Oh, hey Val baby. I forgot to say hi. Connect. Hey Tam Tam. Connect. You know what?
We doing Connect Network. Is that what we doing?
That's what we doing.
We doing Connect with y'all. Buckle
Yeah.
up. Y'all buckle up. It's gonna be a long night.
Yeah,
We
now
finna do.
I think that's a short call, but Native is here, so he
We
got a
finna.
lot to say. Hey, Nikki
We
G.
finna do Connect Network, Jackson Tabasco. Can you believe this shit?
Let me see. Let me see. This one. Let me see. Let me find it. Okay, this one. Get where the hell is it? Maybe not. I thought I knew which. I thought I had it written down, but apparently I don't.
Why?
Oh wait. I got more stuff.
Why
Okay.
Lady 747 say that's why I don't play cahoots. I be wanting to hold grudges and fight. Damn, Lady 747, fight,
Yeah, I
fight,
know. Kachen, we
fight.
be it is not safe. It is not safe. We have a good time, but it's not safe. It
Sure
is not
ain't.
safe over there with
Sure
Kahoot.
ain't.
Did I
It's
say
no.
hey Tam Tam? And somebody just said somebody wrote a comment to me and I can't see it. I don't
Look,
see
this
it.
how y'all know the Kahoot game gets serious when I look at the chat and ain't nobody put nothing in the chat. Like I be like I be looking at the chat and I don't see no messages. Everybody is serious and concentrating, and ain't nobody writing nothing in the chat. I'm like, oh shit, y'all on it. Y'all on it tonight.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You can't because I know I did not look at the chat. Oh, y'all, guess what? It was I was being nosy, right? And somebody got I think all of their charges except for one dropped today. You know, see that's some bullshit. See people like that. People like that, they always getting away with stuff. That's why they don't learn lessons. They've never
Who
been punished like they should be
who
punished.
who got their charges dropped?
The fat mouse.
She got all her charges dropped.
She all but one. Mm-hmm.
Which one she didn't get dropped?
I think
The fat one, the fat one. Because wasn't she on trial for being fat? For sending out her pictures on the internet being fat. That wasn't no, that wasn't a charge. Okay, all right. Which one still? She
I
still.
think everybody, all of them except for trespass, maybe. She didn't accept the plea, so she goes back on tomorrow. She goes back on tomorrow, and so she talked about that, and they were just really talking dumb. So I was like, "There's nothing going on here." Sonia probably didn't say she had something she wanted to say. It was probably a lie. So
Okay, all right. Well, she got all the charges dropped. I mean, good for her.
yeah, all but the one. And then Sonya was talking about how no, Petty Patty, I don't believe that. I just but that's why I'm saying, people like her who don't think rules apply, they never learn lessons because of that. But she does go Monday. I don't know, what she's gonna do, but she goes Monday. She's a fighter, so she will probably fight to, prove her point or whatever. So I'm just dumbfounded by it. Dumbfounded. So yeah. So she's happy about that. Maybe it was the new hairdo. I'm not sure.
Is that really a new hairdo? Because
Yes.
I could have swore I saw that same hairdo in the Mac. You remember the Mac? I could have swore I could have swore in the Mac I saw one of the pimps at the pimps the party, where all the pimps was
Uh-huh.
at. I could have swore I
Yeah.
saw a pimp with that same hairdo. Is it really a new hairdo? If it's
Yeah.
if it's from 1974, is it okay?
It's new, but you know what? I think that James Brown wore it better.
Oh,
So, that's all I can say about that. That is all I can
okay.
say about that. Y'all, I don't know which call is the connect call. I thought I had it marked. So I just knew that, like, oh my gosh, I'm so upset now. Um,
I'm sorry.
what they saying?
Say said they felt bad because she looked like LaWanda Page. They thought she passed away. Look, CJ, we ain't doing this all night. We are not doing this all night.
Well, let me go and just pick a call, any call. I really, really want the call when Sonya was chewing on the phone cord. Anybody, if anybody knows, anybody. Let me read this one more time and then I'll just go pick one at random. That's what we'll do. That's what we doing tonight.
I thought we was doing the connect call. We ain't got that.
I can't find it. I don't know which one it is. I have this stuff written down and I thought I had that written down, but apparently I don't, so I can't do it. Do you know which one it is?
No, I don't. But here's the thing. Like I'm being
Uh,
distracted by now because why? See, y'all gonna let happy to be happy. Just put Ward Brothers in the chat and y'all ain't gonna say nothing about it.
she
Y'all just y'all ain't- y'all y'all cause it's happy to be happy. That's why y'all ain't say nothing. Cause happy to be happy put Ward Brothers in the chat and y'all ain't saying nothing about it.
Ain't nobody said a word.
Why y'all gonna let her get away with that? Y'all ain't gonna say nothing about she put the Ward Brothers in there and happy to be happy. We need to have a talk. We need to have a discussion. What you know about the Ward Brothers?
That's what I'm saying.
Happy to be happy. Don't let me find out that you know about the Ward Brothers, okay?
Uh, okay, I got a
Happy to be happy. Say East Oakland. What you know about East Oakland? Happy to be happy. We need to have a discussion. We need to have a members only or something because we need to find out more about happy to be happy.
well, she's
Why happy to be happy? Let me find out you from where too short from. Let me find out.
look, happy to be happy says she was a stripper for the blind, maybe, but she
Damn.
said she was a stripper.
Damn.
So, we don't know what she know. Hey,
Damn.
attitude and Tylenol, we don't know what she know. So I got the big headed hoe. You want the big headed hoe? I don't know which one that one is either. Let me do the one call that I did, that I know I have, because I downloaded it, just before we came on. So I know this is another call I was going to do tonight. So this call right here is it's Nesto coming from court being upset because of the girlfriend in Florida. So we'll do that one. And I'll look for the other call. Say Jay said, wait a minute, I got people from around the East Mount Mall. I know some people. Oh, Say Jay says she knows some people native.
I'm just saying, but how, why happy to? Okay, all right, y'all. Okay, all right. That kind of fucked me up. Okay,
Yeah, I see it did.
and wasn't nobody gonna say nothing. Wasn't nobody gonna say nothing.
Oh, all right, y'all. So let's get into this call where Ernesto is just upset because he's done. His life is over. He has a girlfriend in Florida. Okay. All right, y'all. Here we go.
This call between Nesto and Sonia was made right after his Zoom court hearing on June 26, 2023, the same hearing that Storm Monroe aired. Nesto doesn't seem happy with how things went in court and tells Sonia that the prosecutor said more charges are coming. Take a listen.
Okay. Why did Black but Not Bitter says she's that comb it back and push it forward hairdo today?
That's what that was. That's
My
exactly what
gosh.
it was. She looked like one of the spinners.
I remember when my mom would do that mess. It would just irritate me to no end. This was before she got hip and cool. Okay. Petty Patty. Okay. Okay. And then you can email me, text me, or put it in the chat, and I'll be looking out for it. Is is shed pressed? You don't know which one it is though, Wendy Shy? That one? Okay. Well, let's get into it.
Look, they talking about play the Nestor Reese's letter call.
I did that this morning. I did that this morning. Please, y'all want me to do it again? And I just did it.
That shit is raggedy as fuck, yo.
Wendy
That is raggedy as fuck.
Wendy Shy said, "Press charges against me." That's the call. Press charges against me. That's what's on the thumbnail. All right, I'll look for it. I sent you the IG. Okay, Petty Patty.
Hello.
They finally came and got me at 5:30.
Oh, they
Oh,
came in.
this
Okay,
is when he was complaining because they got him. Okay,
so
man.
you was there.
Man, my life, these folks trying to turn.
I know. 800,000.
Man, I ain't even.
So that's 80. That's 80. The other ones is 10%, which is $5,500. So that's 86,000 right there.
What you mean the other ones? All of them the same, man.
All of them, all the unindicted ones total.
He was there. What does he mean? He was there. Why is he saying that? Okay.
$5,500, and then the last new one that they just threw on you is 80,000.
Yeah.
So that's $85,500.
Yeah.
$100,000.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Once you add the other two that they didn't go to court for.
Wow.
Was you there for the argument?
Yeah, I was there.
How do you think?
She said was okay. Where's that comment at? Was that Rossi? Rossi says, "I can't wait for Native to read the text about the Book of Hercules."
Oh my god. Not the Book of Hercules.
Yeah, she says she can't wait.
Not that made up bullshit. Like this dude right here, man. Look, I feel bad. Like, you know what? I feel bad for anybody that like don't know him. Because everybody on the inside, they just think he's just another dude on the inside, right?
Yeah.
And so when he started talking on this religion shit, I hate for anybody that look at him and be like, man, this dude really gonna lead me to heaven. Man, I am going to get so closer to God. Who you been talking to? Oh, I've been talking to this guy named Nesto. And man, he is really telling me a lot about the Bible and Hercules and how Hercules was strong. He was strong. That's what he said. He said he was strong. And so I get to learn about the strong man named Hercules from this guy named Nesto. They say he nasty, but I ain't seen it. He ain't been nasty to me.
He know all about Hercules. How could he be nasty?
He know all about Hercules, and plus he always gives me his sausage for cereal. Mm-hmm.
Think it went?
Well, first of all, it's the last thing that got me.
What was it? Oh yeah. Sure did. That bullshit.
That's what got me. That would knock me in the hole right there.
Mm-hmm.
About some 16 more coming, 16 more charges coming for the 13.
For what? They keep saying that every time you go to court.
I know that. It'll be here before the 13th. And he said, he's going to run away with his girlfriend in Florida.
He said what?
I'm going to run away with my girlfriend in Florida. I don't say no bullshit like that. Then he said, I'm going to go stay with my first boss in Abu Dhabi.
I'm sorry, where?
Who's that?
Where he going, Legacy?
Abu Dhabi.
He going to Abu Dhabi.
He's going to Yabba Dabba Doo.
Where he going? Where he gonna go? To Abu Dhabi. He got to Abu Dhabi. They say I'm gonna go over there with my girl. They're gonna say I'm gonna go over there with over there to Abu Dhabi.
Wait, AK's POV said he checks a whole story about Hercules in the Bible, and I can't even figure out who he thinks Hercules is.
Going undercover.
I assumed that he was speaking about Samson, um, or
Mm-hmm.
the Goliath, David and Goliath. I was
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was thinking. I
Mm-hmm.
mean,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Southside Chi-Town says Samson. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what? Two completely different tales. Okay, that ended completely differently. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like a name switch. You know, these are two completely different stories between Hercules and Samson.
Say Jay said, I thought he said he was going to Boston. Is that overseas? Because where did he say overseas? What place did he say was overseas?
He said Maine. You know, he said something about Maine. He said, "Ain't that overseas?" No, nigga, it's not. No. The answer is no. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So divide. I said,
Oh,
who the fuck gonna do that? Who's saying some dumb shit like that?
right. Please bring the tape recording when you come to court saying shit.
Man, Butter just, and then my buddy, he tried to, he ain't doing that, man. He need more help, man. These folks drowning my ass. These folks are literally drowning me. For real. One through name with my business partner. They're trying to drag them in, and my family trying to drag my family into it.
Now when he says business partner, is he referring to Erica, or is he referring to the young lady whose all of his names was in her name was, who was the business holder? Because I can't figure out who he's talking about.
I always thought he was talking about Erica. I mean, I don't know. I ain't no telling. Like sometimes, like some of these like questions we end up at dead ends because we can't. There's not enough context behind what he's saying, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I've always thought he was talking about Erica. But I mean, what you said makes sense too. It could be the other person.
Yeah, that's why I just thought of that. I mean, I said originally I said Erica, but now I'm wondering. Shirley Divorce finally said, "We don't know who Nesto was talking about. Samson was the strong man. Okay, clearly he never went to church, Sunday school, or vacation Bible school. Did I've never. I mean, we don't hear him. The most I know about his childhood is he watched, instead of Sesame Street and all of the cartoons and things that everybody else watched, he watched black exploitation films. So I don't know. It's not a stretch that he didn't go to church.
And apparently, Happy to Be Happy knows about the Ward brothers. I mean, there's that. So there's that. So
Hey, Queen Black, B. Ann, Thessie Jewel came in, Chick-fil-A gal. Okay.
Really?
Yeah. When I heard the names.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I don't know how that's gonna go.
Okay, well, I don't think
The 13.
okay.
Yeah.
So it must be Erica, because I didn't hear. He said he heard when he heard the name. So yeah, they're talking about he's talking. Okay, so she was a business partner then. Okay, and it just changed.
the business.
Yeah.
The business.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see how that's gonna go. He said he was come see him tomorrow. He told me that last week, so we'll see how that's gonna go. Definitely, I don't know how he gonna stay on the payroll. I don't know how that's gonna go. I don't have a clue right now.
They need to on that last 4 things. But they need to you need to push for that though.
Yeah.
We need to really push. They need to show their card on that one.
Yeah. Definitely.
They really need to show that, because all that sounds like it's just some bullshit.
It is. You know what they say?
Mm-hmm.
He's contained that, but we can't act till we make sure we got everything.
No, yes you can. So it's a separate date. Yeah, you can.
Yes, you can. I know.
Yes, you
But
can.
why would you want them to?
Yes, you can. Don't play that game till you got everything. Nope. Every offense has a different date on it. So yes, you can.
Yeah.
You sure can. You can indict on it. You need to push for that one to be indicted. He's not going, because she sat there and said on the cases that he represents, it's this, and on the case he don't represent you, wrong, it's that. So you still need to get somebody on that other case.
Right. Well, we're going to see because he said he's going to take it. So I don't know
He
how.
said he is?
Yeah, he been said that. That's why he's doing it.
Well, I don't know why she said that today.
What she said? Oh, you
She said
listening?
on the case. No, she texted me and told me on the cases that he represents you as this. On the case he don't represent you on.
She texts me. Okay. So that means that Sylvia, she, here again, like I said, never gets out of bed for anything because Sylvia texted her and let her know this. So that's how she knows. Not because she was up, she is so interested. My Tony 72 said, he knows Sodom and Gomorrah. Um, she texted, so that means Sylvia let her know everything that happened during the Zoom court meeting. Oh, we got your friendly neighborhood cupcakes is here.
That is
Hello,
the
hello,
good,
hello.
that is the good cupcakes.
The good
We
cupcakes,
like
yes.
this cupcakes has a sense of humor. She's not the evil cupcakes. We like this cupcake. So your friendly neighborhood cupcakes in the house. Appreciate you coming through, and we appreciate you not being the evil cupcakes. Okay,
Yeah.
we appreciate that.
Hey, Jane. You know what? I got a question. Here we are, another live, and there is no Dimples Wimples or Tyrone Biggums. I told y'all I'm suspicious. I am suspicious. Oh,
Ooh, I'm gonna tell.
and then we got, hey, call me on Keisha's phone. You saw Wendy Shaw, you saw Love and Devotion today. For a minute there, I was gonna say she ain't here in this chat because wait a minute, I got some more stuff to say. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong
It's
button.
800.
Right. So he told her that.
Yep. That's how she explained it today.
Wow. Everybody walking away.
Put your head up. Put your head up.
Ain't that some shit?
I know. Put your head up.
You can't keep a
Wow.
wife. You can't keep
Put your head
a
up. Don't even
lawyer.
stress it.
Wow.
I know.
The money run out, they gone, ain't they?
Get the money right out.
Wow.
Did they even mention your co-defendant?
Yeah, they did. Talking about she's not going to disclose why they let her go. It's true, she's out.
Yeah, why she out?
Yeah, talking about we
She,
not
she,
talk about that.
what'd he say?
He's not going to disclose it. He's not going to talk about it.
He needs to.
No, I'm talking the DA said that. The DA
Yeah, of course he not.
yeah, he's not.
Because he's full of shit. Shit. What were those arguments? See, he should have been going to court. When they went to court, he should have been going to court.
Going. Yeah.
Just and listen to what's going on. If you ain't going to talk about it, all right, I'm going to show up. And show up at all her fucking hearings.
He can't win. He can't win. He can't win. He's showing me now he can't win.
Who, your boy?
Yeah, he's really showing me that. He
Oh,
can't win.
shit.
He can't. I just can't. Come on now. I've been.
He can't win. You can't win.
You can't get even when you what?
You can't get out of
the
game.
game.
Yeah, you can't win.
You can't get out of the game. Do that last note, Native. Do the last one. Do the last one.
You can't get out of the game.
You can't get out of the game. You gotta do it like that.
You can't win, child. You can't win. That's what. look. Nesto sound like Rocky wife in Rocky 4. Adrian, I'm going to fight Blitzen. Adrian, I'm going to fight. You can't win.
Why attitude Tylenol throwing tomatoes at us? What is going on here? Miss HLS said, Lord, what did I walk in on? You know
what? Let me tell you what's funny. Okay, all right. We gonna cut this out, Miss HLS. Okay. You did not just walk into anything like all of it. So you mean to tell me that you just walked in right now? Like right now, when me and Legacy Moon singing You Can't Win from the Wiz soundtrack. All of a sudden, you just happen to be walking in. See, they be saying little cute shit in the text, Ain't nobody just walking in right now. You been here, Ms. HLS. Okay? Cut it out. Cut it out. What did I walk in on? See, that sound real cute. You know what I'm saying? What did I walk in on? Yeah, no.
Yeah, trying to sound all innocent,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Now you been him as HLS. Don't do that. Don't do
She
that.
talking about I wish I hadn't. And
No.
look, Magic City's finest talking about what a duet.
Thank you. I'm gonna take that as a compliment.
That's
all right?
right. That's right. That's
I'm
right.
gonna take that as a compliment. Shoot, I'm proud. I'm proud.
Well, Tyrone Biggums is here and says, I'm not with Dimples Wimples no more. I had to let her go. Yeah, he quit her. He trying to track down D-Dub now.
I don't like that. I don't like you doing Dimples Wimples. Dimples Wimples is special to me. Okay. I don't like you doing her like this, Tyrone.
He said she's a tease. So
she's not a tease. She's just really particular about what she wants. Okay. That's what Dimples Wimples is all about. Okay, Tyrone Biggums. And if you can't handle that, then maybe she dumped you. Okay, that's all I'm saying. I'm gonna stick up for my people. You ain't just gonna come in and do my people any kind of way. And D-Dub, be careful. Because apparently Tyrone Biggums is just a no good crackhead. Okay, all right.
Well, I'm gonna give a shout out to Call Me on Keisha's phone because he is putting the lyrics in the chat for us. Okay, so there.
It ain't fun if we know the words. It ain't as much fun if we don't know the words.
Yeah, right. Hey, Miss Lorraine.
We ain't trying out for American Idol. We don't need the words. We it's more fun if we don't know the words.
Well, I'm gonna tell y'all what. I don't know if it's because I don't feel good, but this call is absolutely getting on my nerves already. I don't know about you, Native.
He said, "You can't win. You can't win." I already know he can't win. No, nigga, you can't win because guess what? He gonna go home whether you win or not.
Okay. Hey, Virtuous Center, how are you doing? Let me look. Where is AK's POV? She said that song was in Michael Jackson, the musical on Broadway. I was singing so loud, the man in front of me asked me how many times I saw the musical. Oh my goodness.
I'm trying to think. Was it the one that came here? Did they do You Can't Win? I know they did. I Can't Help It, and they did a bunch. Did they do that one? I don't remember that. I don't remember if they did that one or not.
And why Wendy Shy said Tyrone was at Sly's house killing roaches.
What? Bruh.
Why Tyrone Biggums says so this nigga is dry snitching?
Yep, I am. Damn it.
Let me get that. Because this call, I'm serious. I don't know if it's because I don't feel good, but it is thoroughly boring me. I'm sitting here like, am I gonna doze? Okay, so let me that other one. I have the other one here.
Oh,
I know I have it. I know of that connect call I have, but I cannot for the life of me figure out which one it is. But I know.
Did you download it or did you go to the phone calls page? Because you could go to your history on YouTube and see which ones you looked up.
That's not going to help because I'd be all up and through these calls.
Okay, never mind.
So you're on the phone with married men. We'll do that one because this one here, I can't listen to this. I'll listen to him read a letter. So, let's do this one. Okay, let me get out of that one and share the screen, and we will do You're on the Phone. This is where she's a big-headed hoe. That'll be more entertaining than what we was just listening to. Okay.
This
Blow it up. And
video contains 2 calls made on December 12th and 13th, 2023. This first call is a 3-way between Nesto, Sonia, and Dion. Dion says that he just wants to talk to his dad on his birthday. Take a listen.
Hello?
Yeah.
Can hear you.
Yeah, birthday guy.
Oh, yeah, big man. What's up, player?
Oh, nigga, I've been calling you on your answer phone. I've been calling you. I just called you.
my mother and father, nobody referred to me as a nigger.
Really?
No, they didn't.
The hell wrong with your house?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't understand. I used to walk in the house. My mom would say, "What's going on, little nigga? What's going on, player?" And I used to be, and and I used to be like, we shot dice at recess today. She was like, "Well, did you win any money, nigga?" I said, "Nigga, I tried."
Petty Patty said it's the second call, but we got to hear the first part, just so we can get the context and hear Dion, oh, daddy, somebody died. My wheel fell off my car, daddy. I was in my car, flipped 4 times, daddy. We got to hear that. We got to hear all that.
And then look, Legacy Moon. And then my mom would say, well, I'll tell you what, little nigga, since you ain't win today, make sure that you pass on 7, okay, if you play tomorrow. I said, all right, nigga, I'll be in my room. She said, all right, little nigga, I'll catch you later. I can't believe I'm the only one that grew up like this.
Yeah, no. Hey, Miss Principal, wait a minute. Tyrone Bigham said, yeah, I asked Soul Glow Gorilla if she knew what a fupa was. I have never. Tyrone Biggums don't usually cut up like this. He must be sober.
I know, rehab working, right? Rehab working like a mug. All right.
Oh my gosh. Them folks said I personally am here for the car wrecks, which I think is a lucrative side hustle. Yeah, that may be. Black but not bitter says somebody stole the power out of my power steering deity. He would say something like that too. I mean, it's coming.
I ain't gonna let these busters know something was wrong with me, but I ain't got no steering wheel. Cause they broke in the car and they stole the steering wheel out the car. I don't know how I'm supposed to drive it there. You know what I'm saying, player? I don't know how I'm supposed to steer the car, so I steered the car with my knees all the way home. You know what I'm saying? And then I was trying to turn the radio. Then I realized somebody took the radio out of my car, Daddy. It's wild out here in these streets, Daddy. It's wild out here.
I was getting ready to read. Whose comment was I gonna read? I forgot whose comment I was gonna read, but Jackson Tabasco said Tyrone was over there disrupting Bookman's life. Y'all remember when Bookman permed his hair?
I do remember when Bookman permed his hair. That's when the show wasn't good no more. It wasn't good no more when he did that. That was the downfall of good time. Like any episode of Bookman with his hair perm, that shit ain't good. That shit ain't good. Mm-mm.
Hey, Mon. Hey, Karen S. Hey, Jet Black Straight. Somebody else I wanted to speak to that came. Golden Pearl. Karen S. said Dion Deathstroke Williams, whining to his daddy, Negro, get off his tit.
Damn.
Ain't got no milk.
Damn.
I don't know. Native, is that a Moon comment? What you think? Let me read it again. Dion Deathstroke Williams whining to his deity, Negro, get off his tit. He ain't got no milk.
Okay, Karen S., I like your delivery on this one. Okay, I do. I appreciate the way you delivered it. I love the fact that you said Negro. I love the way you spelled Negro. I love everything about this. You even gave Dion a nickname, Dion Deathstroke. Yes, I'm gonna say no. We're not sending her to the moon on this. This was perfectly crafted. Good job, Karen S. Good job.
Southside Chi-Town said the moon is closed. Hey, baptize that ass. Hey, I don't know if I spoke to Aunt Nettie. Say Jay said Native, my son's father's great grandmother used Ninja quite often. He said she would say, "Ninja always hungry when we get in the car," when they was kids, and would be riding in the car with her. Wow, I never heard that. I never heard that. That
No,
wasn't
no, we look at my house. We really didn't. My mama would cuss. She never called us no nigga, nothing like that. But like, but I tell you what, if you got her mad enough, if you got like, if my dad did something and made her mad enough, he was plenty of niggas. I done heard that. I done heard that plenty of time. If that nigga don't come home, okay, all right. I guess he needs to come home soon. We ain't had no cell phone. So he just needed to come home soon, and he needed to know when to come home. But nah, we ain't really go through all that. We ain't have all that dysfunction that these people got.
Say J said Lenny had a perm, JJ had a perm. That's when they had better jobs but still lived in the projects.
Well, you know, Lenny job was to hustle. That was Lenny's whole career was hustling.
Because he had plenty.
Yeah, you know, Lenny had plenty. And Lenny always walked around. I always wanted one of them coats where you could hang shit
Hang
in.
everything.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't know. I thought I could put like candy and shit in them. You know what I'm saying? I was a kid. You know, I thought it would be cool to have a jacket where I could put all my now and laters and Jolly Ranchers and shit and gummy bears. I thought that would be cool. You know, so that way I could just open it up and bam, I got, hey, can I have some now and laters? Yeah, you want the banana?
You want the banana? I got watermelon. Got that apple.
Look, when it come to now and laters, I got plenty. Okay, like I was trying to, I used to look at that stuff and I'm like, well, you get a coat where you can hang shit in. You know what I'm saying? I was
TVs and whatnot.
Like, damn, wow. I was always impressed by Lenny. I was.
Yeah. Did I say hey, Mistress Monica? We're going to get back into Dion, but before we do, I am going to read the Only Black But Not Bitter's comment. She says, someone stole the radio out my mom's car, when I drove her car to the skating rink. I was too scared to tell her. She discovered it was missing the next morning when she went to turn on the car radio. Now, is this Dion talking or is this you talking? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. All right.
I supposed to put money on the phone 2 months ago. What's wrong? To keep picking up, hanging up?
It don't matter. As long as you know I'm calling.
I be answering the phone. Whatever you want me to do, you can't follow me. I be
Okay, hold. I'm saying, as long as you know I called.
Yes, start back calling, player.
No, I called on your birthday.
I got a question. So if an inmate calls you from the jail and like you don't pick up or whatever, is there like a caller ID that says, Cobb County Jail? Like, how would you know, like, if you didn't answer it and the operator tell you? Does anybody know to answer that question? I'm quite curious.
Because I damn sure don't. I really don't. I have no idea how none of that shit works.
Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walker Shame said, damn, Native. You just named every piece of candy I bought today. What? Now and later's Jolly Ranchers and gummy bears. Get out of here.
Man, look, that is the diabetes special right there, man. That is some good stuff. That is some good stuff, man. I mean, gummy bears. I remember when sugar-free gummy bears first came out, and I was like, what the hell is a sugar-free gummy bear? That's like a fat-free hog. We eating it for the sugar, damn it. That's what we eating it for.
I never heard of those before, actually, the sugar-free.
Yeah, there's one, they had one not too long ago that came out, and I don't know what the ingredient it was, but if you ate it, like, it caused, like, explosive diarrhea, and so...
and later?
No, a gummy bear.
A gummy bear,
yeah,
okay.
It was a certain gummy bear. It was supposed to be, like sugar-free, and then they replaced the sugar with something, and it caused you to have, like, explosive diarrhea, and they were selling it on Amazon. When I tell you, if you want to laugh, I'm gonna find it. Look at the reviews.
Yeah.
Look at the reviews for the gummy bears that caused the explosive diarrhea. Them shits was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
Hey, real zesty little dude, how you doing? A lady said it's real crazy to fuss somebody out when they do finally call you. Ain't that the truth? You
Oh,
finally talk, and I'm gonna tell you off. Okay, that's what this whole call is gonna
oh,
be.
oh, ungrateful ass nigga.
Now, somebody in the chat, Ed called me on Keisha's phone, said it was etherinol,
Is that what it was
etherinol.
that was causing people to? Yeah, man, that was a mess, man. That was an absolute mess, a literal mess. Like people was just like, and it would come like it was just like you eat the gummy bears, and then like you didn't have to eat a lot of them, just eat a few of them, and then next thing you know, man, you was in the bathroom all night long.
Oh, Desi Jules says Shirley said the ID said Fulton County Jail on the call. Oh, she did, and she did not answer because she didn't know anybody in jail. Why she didn't think that it was possibly her husband who had already been arrested three times. I don't know, but um Magic City's finest said like Shirley, Native don't know nothing about that jail stuff.
I don't be asking me nothing about none of that. I don't know. Mm-mm.
Now, somebody in the chat said something about, Dion, he could get a business, a t-shirt business where he makes the shirts, with the angel, the RIP shirts, he could do a business like that. And somebody else said that he can wear the Nesto's elite security and be a
Yo,
pallbearer,
yo,
professional
so,
pallbearer.
so check this out. Speaking of that, my partner in New Orleans in the Ninth Ward, my partner, he literally got a t-shirt business, and that's all he does. Now, when he first started it, that wasn't what he was trying to do. He thought he was going to be making t-shirts for graduations and family
Yeah.
reunions, but he said that 90% of his business is rest in peace t-shirts.
Wow.
That's what 90% of his business is. He said he don't do nothing else. And he said it caught him off guard because that's not why he opened up the business. He thought,
Mm-hmm.
he was just going to do t-shirts and,
Mm-hmm.
friendly. Nah, he said every other day somebody coming in there with an obituary or a picture, or they want him to throw them angels up there and they want him to throw them doves up there. And, and that's what he do. He said he ain't going to turn down the money.
Yeah, I wouldn't either, even though that's not, the intent, but I wouldn't turn it down either. Let's hear some more Dion and his upsetness.
On Tuesday, and I got a call on Friday. I ain't getting a call on Thursday.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Okay, tick. Go ahead. Talk about something else.
Okay.
Who the
Why
fuck
is
is you? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I'd rather hear your comment than what I was gonna say.
I'm sorry. I spoke for Dion. It was a reaction. I'm sorry. It was okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I heard it and I just reacted. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. My bad, y'all. My bad. Okay. All right. Because see, if I was Dion, I would have said, "Who the fuck is you?" That just would have been my reaction. That's just my natural reflex when somebody do some rude shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But okay. All right. I'm good now. I'm good.
Well, you know how I work. It would have been click. I see Jules said Dion needs to sell life insurance.
To himself.
Dion, I don't think he knows. I don't think the people in his circle, do life insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what you got going on, Phil? What's going on with yourself?
Wait a minute now. Hey, call me on Keisha's phone. Said okay, but she does have a point. They arguing over a petty day on a pay per minute call.
I mean, I guess, but here's the problem I have with it. It's between him and his son. If that's what they want to do, you know what I'm saying?
If
Like,
that's how they want to
that's
waste the
why I say,
money on the.
who the fuck is you? That's his son. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, she just come in and want to rule everything. So, I get it that it's petty, but damn, his dad is in jail. Shit.
Well, okay. I could see if she was like, "Oh, come on, guys, don't do that." Something a little bit more with a feminine touch. But she's like, just it was just ignorant.
It
Yeah,
was the rudeness of it too. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, you ain't finna just talk to me like that. Like, it's always a way. It's always a way to say something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
but she don't know the way because she a zesty little dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens when you got that zest in you. You're not fully clean unless you're
zestfully clean. So they called me on Keisha's phone, said, that's fair. Okay. All right. And Virgo Callie said Dion could sell rosary beads. AK's POV says she's annoying, that was nasty, rude, and of sound. Okay. Uncouth other snipe. That's right, my lady.
Yeah, we can't talk crazy. They already everything going on the goddamn.
Yeah, what the hell? If these folks are gonna talk about me getting into a wreck, let them. I just almost died. What are you talking about?
Oh, okay.
You don't listen to me almost died the other day? I'm confused. I can't tell you that.
Okay, yeah, tell me that. Go ahead and tell me that. I'm listening.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Somebody hit me in my haircut the other day. I spent around 6 times in the rain the other day on the highway. I almost lost my life. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't give a damn if they go put that out there. That's what happened to me. You need to know that. You probably would have been talking to me, or probably would not have been talking to me.
Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I was taking a BC powder and he said that. Native, you have nothing to say about that?
I couldn't hear nothing. You was coughing. I didn't know what he said.
Okay, we'll go back. But before I do that, Dimples Wimples is here. Hey, Dimples Wimples. She said, why I gotta be tied to a dry scalp, scaly feet, and skin having ninja named Tyrone? Listen, Dimples, I'm just saying. Earlier I didn't see you or Tyrone, and then I didn't see you tonight, and then I think it was another night. So I was starting to get suspicious. That's all.
Hey, Dimples Wimples, I think you need to dump Tyrone. Dump him. And tell him go over there and get his crack. Go ahead, crackhead.
Yo, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Now.
I think you need to dump Tyrone.
But don't let him use your phone.
Hell no, because he gonna steal it. Because he gonna steal it.
Dimples Wimples, thank you so much for the super sticker, and thank you for supporting the platform. And I'm just gonna say this is no shade, but Shay B has said, because I'm not one to gossip, so you ain't hear from me. How do you know what his feet look like? That's what she said. That's what she said. Wait a minute. Now, why is Attitude Time all asking us, she's saying y'all find any damn reason to see?
You ain't figured that out yet? Attitude Time, as long as you've been on my channel, you ain't figured that out yet. That I am looking for any reason at all to sing. Yes, you are right. You are correct, ma'am.
Oh, Dimples said, I've been in my warm, soft bed, minding my business. All right. Okay.
Listen, Dimples Wimples, I believe you. Okay.
Wait a minute. What? Magic City's Finest talking about what a duet again.
I'm gonna take it as a compliment. Damn it! I'm not gonna let y'all rain on my parade. Not tonight.
Yeah,
Native. I'm gonna take it as a compliment. Damn it!
They know they like our duets. They know they like them. They hating.
Come on.
That's right. Come on.
You better dump Tyrone. Come on, Dimples Wimples. Dump him.
A lady said, don't protest too much, sis. So, your friendly neighborhood cupcake says, sang, y'all. That's right.
See what I'm saying?
That's right.
See, this is the good cupcakes. This ain't the other cupcakes. This is the good cupcakes right here. Yep. That's what I'm talking about.
Yep. Look, who is it? Salty Buzzer said Tyrone with the big gums got. And let me see, who is this? Is this Aunt? What did Aunt Nettie say? Yeah, that's what. Oh, so Dimples Wimples said, Native, you can kiss my ass.
What the hell?
Yeah, that's what she has said,
Oh my
and
God.
with laughing emojis and kissy lips.
I don't understand why I get that. Listen, y'all, have I not been defending Dimples Wumples all night? Like,
He
you
sure
know,
has. He sure
you know what I'm
has.
saying? I ain't had nothing but good things to say about Dimples Wumples tonight. I don't understand why y'all treat me like this. I just don't.
Wait a minute. Them folks said, "Do y'all got a PO box where I can send a pitch pipe?"
Sure do. It's Cobb County Adult Correctional Facility, PO Box PO Box 78283. All right, Marietta, Georgia 30032. Okay, that's what you send it to.
And Jackson Tabasco said Dimples Wimples is lying on him.
I told Dimples Wumples to Dimples Wumples, send me your information so I can send it to you. Okay, we can
I've heard
handle
him
this.
say that, Dimples Wimples. I did hear him say
We
that.
can handle it.
So let me run this. Hey, I revised. Let me run this back because Native didn't hear it. So I'm gonna go back. Just a little bit. Okay.
Oh,
You don't think he almost died the other day? I'm confused. I can't tell you that.
okay, yeah, tell me that. Go ahead and tell me that. I'm listening.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Somebody hit me in my Hellcat the other day. I spent around 6 times in the rain the other day on the highway. I almost lost my life.
He almost lost his life and flipped around 6 times because somebody hit him on his Hellcat.
So, okay, all right. Let's really look at what just happened, right? So this man basically said to his dad, you know, his daddy, his player, his partner, right, that he almost died, right? And Nesto did the most unfatherly thing that I've ever heard. I can't tell you I almost died. I almost flipped around, went around 16 times, I almost died. I'm confused. I can't tell you about that. Yeah, go ahead and tell me about it. What the fuck, nigga? What you mean? What you mean? Go ahead and tell me about it, nigga. He just did. He literally just did, nigga.
Yeah. He just, I don't know. Attitude Tylenol would like to know if Native is doing Nesto scams with hoodies.
No. The answer is no.
Okay.
I mean, it's a very simple answer. No. I just got to get you know, Dimples Wimples her I need it all. I tried to find your name and your address, Dimples Wimples. Just send it to me. I just need to send me your information and I can send it to you. All the information I need. You know, all I know is Texas. Okay, that's all I know. All right, I need the rest. If you can send me the rest, I can get it out there to you. How's it a scam? She ain't.
Attitude Tylenol said, I don't know. He's stuttering.
How's it a scam? I'm giving it away. How is it a scam? I'm giving it away. How is it a scam? I don't remember people giving away stuff and it be a scam. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
I don't know.
I don't know how that works.
Them folks said, I told y'all I come to Dion calls for the car wrecks. It's his main source of income, in my opinion. Yeah, see that? She here for his car wrecks. That's right. That's right. That's how he make his money. Salty Buzzer said Dion must not watch state boys riding around Georgia in a Hellcat. Oh, Rossi, she got hers today. Okay. You know what, Black but not bitter? I told him the same thing. He don't listen. Native don't listen. But okay.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't give a damn if they go put that out there. That's what happened to me. You need to know that. You probably would have been talking to me or probably would not have been talking to me.
Okay, you okay?
Why did he turn into?
I'm not okay.
Hold on, go back to that part. Why did he turn into a teenage white girl right then on that part of the call? Why did he turn? You may have been talking to me, and you may not have been talking to me. Why did he do that?
Put that out there. That's what happened to me. You need to know that. You probably would have been talking to me or probably would not have been talking to me.
You probably would have been talking to me, or you probably would not have been talking to me. What the fuck? What just happened to him right then?
Yeah.
Why did he turn into one of them girls from Clueless right then? Alicia Silverstone ass nigga. What happened just then? Maybe you would have been talking to me, or maybe you would not have been talking to me. What just? How did he?
I didn't even catch that. I didn't even.
How did he do that? How did he turn into a clueless nigga right then?
I don't know, because I didn't understand what he was saying. So
I mean, he straight up went, maybe I talk about that, and maybe I would be talking to you, and maybe you would not be talking to me. What, Dion? What just happened? Are you going through the transformation? Are you transitioning, sir? What the hell just happened?
I Revive said, poor Dion. He thinks his deity cares about him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Oh, Jackson Tabasco. That's not nice. You see Jackson Tabasco.
Hold on. Let me see what Jackson Tabasco.
Because the only Black but not bitter, she was volunteering to be, your administrative assistant. I told her I've already said that. So Jackson Tabasco said, Black but not bitter. He took his business to India. That's why y'all stuff ain't got to you. See?
That's not why Jackson Tabasco, okay? Damn it, man.
The only Black but not bitter said exactly at Jackson Tabasco, sending his business offshore, and now there's a tariff on the hoodies.
I like the way y'all talk about me like I'm not here, like I'm not sitting right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm right here.
They having a whole conversation about you in the chat.
That's what I'm saying. Like I ain't here.
Poor customer service. Yeah, I wanted to call the customer service hotline to Native Tribe Urban Media, but he don't have nobody.
This shit is rude, yo. This shit is rude. Y'all act like I'm not sitting right here. I'm right here.
Oh, we love you. Hey, Poison Anna.
I don't know that.
Wait, I'm gonna play this, and I'm sharing the screen, so it's gonna play for real. I gotta go get some crackers.
Okay, you okay?
3 times. Hell no, I'm not okay. I gotta replace my car. No, I'm upset.
Okay.
Well, how's your body? Is your body injured?
Hell, my damn back hurt. That shit I ain't about to be dealing with all that shit. That's the money, that's the problems. I ain't got time for that right now.
Did they stay at the scene or did they leave?
Their car totaled.
What they do? Hydroplane into you?
My car hydroplaned and they ran into me to get their little check on, but it almost killed both of us.
Damn. Okay then, player.
Was you wearing your seatbelt?
Yeah, he probably had a seatbelt on.
He wears it?
Yeah. He probably had a seatbelt on. You there?
How you doing?
I'm doing it. Oh man, I'm still
Okay,
yeah, I'm make it.
I'm back. What I miss?
Did you have your seatbelt on? How's your body? How's your body? How's your body? Did you wear your seatbelt? Or did it hydroplane into you? What happened? Tell Auntie Sonia what happened.
Do Hellcats have a seatbelt?
They got to. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But Dion didn't even answer because Dion wasn't talking to her. So Dion didn't even answer her. Oh,
okay. I can't look, Smokey. I'm not picking you up. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me see what else y'all are saying. Was you high? Lady said, was you high? Miss Principal said Dion blowed on him. Ray Della Lewis said, can she let the man talk to his deity? Damn.
That's what I'm saying, Ray Della Lewis. Like, it don't make no sense. How's your body? How's your body? You don't care. You don't care, son.
Yeah, that's what A called me on Keisha's phone, said Nesto don't care. Nikki G said Dion is not listening to Sonya. And Petty Patty said at Dimples Wimples, he went on mute. Oh, who, Native? Virtuous Center says Sonya is so inappropriate.
Did you have your seatbelt on? Like, what the fuck difference are you the cops? Are you snitching? You about to go call Georgia Highway Patrol and tell them whether or not I was wearing my seatbelt? Why does it matter? The accident's over.
By the way, Virgo Cali says, Native, I got my stuff. I'ma fight the chat. That's on 100. Okay.
Oh, okay. Wow, I'm not used to that.
No, I know you are not used to it. That's why I had to read that comment. And Golden Pearl said, and Dion's still alive. No, Jackson Tabasco, my crackers are everything. Seasoned crackers. My sister keeps buying them and then, says, I don't like these. So she gives them to me. So, okay.
Yes, Miss Principal, it is that call. Yes.
Yeah, that add on a little stress that you almost died and shit. So that's the second time. So guess what? You might got some angels on you, buddy.
Now, wait. Hold on, Legacy. I hate to keep stopping, but listen. Does that sound like a concerned parent?
Nope.
I hate that you almost died, but you must got some angels over you, buddy.
Because you know what? He does not know how to be fatherly. He doesn't know what to say or how to handle it.
But
so that's the kind of crap.
If you didn't know what to say, what'd you say? Well, you got some angels over you, buddy. Like even this tone, like even if you don't know what to say, like Simone, the tone of a concerned parent. Like if you concerned about somebody, you might not have the words, but at least you would have the tone. Do Nesto sound like he give a fuck just by his tone?
He don't. He's actually he sounds like he's ready to hang up.
Right.
To be honest.
And
like,
it's like
I can't believe I'm talking to this nigga, type of thing.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, you got some angels over you, buddy. Yeah. Like he didn't say, like, like I ain't got no kids, but I imagine if I had a child and my child said, told me anything like that, I'd be like, oh shit, like what the, like, what, like, damn, man, oh man, I would something, but not. Well, look like you got some angels over you, buddy.
Yeah, that was just so.
What we on, Smokey and the Bandit? Like, what the hell is happening right now?
Patty said all Nesto wants is money. Now, Popeye's Tribe Urban Media is here. Mm-hmm. And Popeye's Tribe Urban Media says, Dimples Wimples, I will drop your shipment off in the morning. So that's who you hire. You ain't want me. You ain't want me.
This is some bullshit. This is some bullshit. Dimples Wimples, send me information so I can get your shit, okay? Don't listen to what Popeye's Urban Media does not. I don't even know what the hell a Popeye's Urban Media is, okay? So I'll just send me your shit so I can get you straight, okay?
Dimples Wimples said thank you to Popeye's.
Now, if you want Popeye's Urban Media to take care of it, don't be mad if it don't come next week. That's all I'm saying. Okay, I'm trying to take care of you, Dimples Wimples. I am.
Now, Virtuous Sinner says he's more concerned about Sonia's funds being used for this call, and Bessie Jules said Nesto is like, so you don't have no money, and AK's POV says Nesto and Sonia's reaction would make me angrier. Me too.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. And I mean, and it's like, and the concern, and like, okay, so A called me on Keisha's phone, said because dummy Nesto is not concerned. And I think that's the part. It's like, I think Dion is like, hello, I just told you this thing. And he like, well, you got some angels over you, buddy.
Yeah.
Like the tone doesn't even sound like a tone of concern. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing. I know my mama would, I know for a fact, if I told my mama something like that, it would be a million questions she'd be throwing at me. Like, and you would be able to tell, you know what I'm saying? Like, she just would be exasperated by the fact that something happened to me. I know that because that has happened before. But so when you listen to Nesto and it's like, damn, dog, you can't even pretend like you care about this little dude. Like pretend. No? Okay.
Yeah, it's almost like if Dion was in person, like Nesto would like tap, oh, you're okay, buddy, and tap him on the head or something. Mm-hmm. That's what that's given.
Exactly.
So before we get into it, let me say hello to Danielle and let you know that Popeye's Tribe Urban Media said, Dimples Wimples, for the convenience, I added 3 extra hoodies, 3 candles, and a surprise item.
Okay. All right. You know what? Okay, I'll tell you what. Now, Dimples Wimples, since you are going with, this is what you're going with, because Dimples Wimples said Popeye's Tribe Urban Media. I don't. Hold on. Popeye's, you all right with me? I don't care what natives say. All right. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm not going to do anything. Okay. I'm gonna let your hero, Popeye's Urban Media, take care of it. Okay. And let's see how quickly you get your hoodie. Okay. Because I was gonna go ahead and get everything, but that's who you want to go with. You don't care what natives say. Okay. All right. Okay.
Jackson Tabasco said package lost.
I mean,
Petty Patty said at Popeye's Tribe Urban Media. I didn't get my hoodie from the hood either.
okay. All right. All right. Y'all can. Yeah. Okay. All right. Y'all can. Okay. No. Y'all won't put. Y'all like Popeye's Tribe Urban Media, which is some completely made up shit. Okay, fine. Go with the completely made up shit. I'm stepping back. All right. I'm finna mind my own little native tribe business over here. Okay. That's what I'm gonna do. Go ahead. Do your worst, Popeyes. Go ahead and do your worst.
Now, real zesty little dude said, "My mom told me I don't do jail visits." Yeah, that's what I was taught.
Mm-hmm.
Jay says, call me on Keisha's phone. I thought it was suspect that he said they caused the crash to keep the check coming. Why would he say that? Dion want the check. So wait, are you bringing, is this what check are you bringing is the real question. That happened on this call? I didn't hear, did you hear that?
Yeah, that's what he said. I don't know what the hell it means, but that's what he said.
Wow. Interesting. Yeah, interesting. Call me on Keisha's phone. Okay, Dion claims they were trying to get insurance. Oh, so the people who hit him was trying to get in, but then if you hit, okay, that doesn't make sense. Them folks once again said it is Dion's job to wreck cars and get money, allegedly. B. Ann said in the text that coincides with the calls, Nesto said he didn't want to talk with him. He had a one-track mind. I felt bad for Dion in this call because he needed consoling from his dad emotionally, and that's something that man does not know how to give. So
No, and look, BN, look, it's one of those things where I told y'all the other night that I don't care if this is my daddy. If he talked about me the way that he talked about Dion on this call and in these texts, because I remember me and V read those texts, and I don't care if that's I wouldn't have nothing else to do with him. Love does not equal proximity, y'all. Loving
right.
somebody does not mean that you got to be close to them. I haven't talked to my sister in about, let me think, let me make sure I'm accurate with this. I haven't talked to my sister in about 3 years now, right? I love my sister, right? Don't want nothing to happen to her. But loving her does not mean that she got to be in my face or she got to be on my phone all the time, because toxicity is toxicity.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody is toxic, it doesn't matter if they're related to you or not, they're toxic. So separate yourself from that person. You can love them from a distance. You can love them from afar. But I think some people think that if you love somebody or their family or whatever, that you got to have them right up under you or right in your face or calling you or whatever. And that's not the case. If that's the relationship that you want to pursue, fine. But definitely believe it's not required to love somebody. It's just not. So, so to Dion, I would say you can love your daddy, and I'm not in any position to tell you who or who not to love. I'm just saying that talking to him is not a requirement because that's your daddy. That's what he really needs to understand.
Right. Right. I know, yeah, I know what you Jackson Tabasco said, preach Tim Baker.
I'm not Tim Baker. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Jackson Tabasco.
I do well, no, I ain't gonna say that. Let me, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so whenever you get a chance, Miss Missiga, she'll pull up on you and get that little what she's trying to get from you. When you get a chance. She's still waiting out over here.
The paperwork. You say it like that, it sounds like I'm picking up something illegal.
Okay. Wait. Stop one more time. God, this shit, it irritates me so bad because y'all know I don't like none of these people. The only person I can even stand and tolerate is Shirley Strawberry, right? I don't like
Right.
none of these people, but I ain't gonna lie. In this call right here, I'm actually on Dion's side. I'm actually, I know. I can't believe I'm saying it either, but I'm actually on Dion's side on this one, right? can you go back just a minute? Not even a minute. Just go back to where Dion was basically explaining that he almost died to Nesto, and how quickly the subject changed to paperwork. Like it's a lightning. Like, he didn't even dwell on this fact. He didn't even dwell in the fact that he almost lost his son. He didn't dwell in it. Like, it just was over with. And again, this goes back to my point, Dion. This man does not care about you. This man does not care about you. He has no attachment to you, because if he did, he would call you son. And I know that y'all say that that's not a big deal, that that's just the way y'all talk to each other, but it actually is, because the word son has weight. The word son has weight, just like the word father, dad, pops, all that. It has weight. If I call you anything else, like even if you're with a significant other, you have those words of endearment. That's my baby, that's my honey, that's my sweetheart, whatever, right? But when you call somebody everything other than that term of endearment, then that means that that person doesn't mean as much to you. I can't imagine calling my dad anything else but my dad, not my partner. He wasn't my player. He wasn't my brother. He wasn't that. He was my dad. And the fact that this man can't even bring himself to say son, and has trained his son not to call him dad, it's telling. It's telling about the connection that he has. It's telling about the type of father that he has. So that he is. So I just want y'all to pay attention to how quickly this subject changes from him almost losing his life in a car accident, which sounded very bad, to paperwork. I just want y'all to see how quickly this happens.
Okay.
Where is it?
Yeah. He probably just do that. You there?
How you doing?
I'm doing it. Oh man, I'm 8.
Wait, did I go back too far?
Yeah, you went back to the beginning.
Yeah, that add on a little stress that you
Wait a minute.
Hold on. Add on to the little stress. Go ahead, Lexi.
Okay.
How you doing?
I'm doing it. Oh man, I'm 8. I'm still stressed fuck out, but I'm gonna make it. Yeah, I'm gonna make it. Yeah, that add on a little stress that you almost died and shit. So that's the second time. So guess what? You might got some angels on you, buddy.
Kick in with that. You know how it go.
Yeah. Okay, so whenever you get a chance, Miss Missiga, she'll pull up on you and get that little what you're trying to get from you.
Do you see that, Legacy Moon? Do you see that?
So we transitioned like right into money, right?
Right. We went straight into the paperwork or whatever the hell Sonya's supposed to be picking up, Miss Missy or whatever the fuck he called her, right? It's like, damn, he just literally 2 seconds ago told you that he almost lost his life. You talking about, well, he got some angels on you, buddy. Well, Miss Missy coming to pick up the paperwork. How cold can you be?
Yeah.
Like, how cold can you be as a human being? Forget father, just a human being. Even if I didn't know Dion and he told me this story, I wouldn't be able to transition to it. Like, I would still be there with him in that moment. That obviously he was obviously frightened. Obviously he thought he was going to lose his life. Obviously the accident was bad. Even if I don't know Dion and we having this conversation, we still gonna stick there for a minute. Damn, how cold can you be?
Right. Wow. That is really something. Okay, I checked my IG, but I'm not sure why. It was some weird messages. And Shaby, can you check your IB? Oh, never mind.
Shit's still wigging out over here.
The paperwork. You say it like that, it sounds like I'm picking up something illegal.
I know. I'm just
The
tired.
stuff that he mailed you, I will come and pick it up.
Hello?
Is he still on the? What is going on?
Right. Are you all right, man?
Look, Legacy Moon.
I be trying to figure out why the hell
He's on the phone. Dion is upset. Again, and I don't blame him. Dion is upset because he wants to talk to his dad. It's his birthday, Legacy Moon. He wants to talk to his dad. So all this shit where he goes from, I just told you something. Imagine somebody come up to you, because let me tell you something. My sister that passed in 2017, I would say she's probably one of the worst people that you want to tell anything to. because like she was so emotionless. Like you could go up and be like, I got shot, my arm hurt, and they ran off with my wallet, and the police came and told me I was a piece of shit, and they ain't take no report. And my sister would go, and you'd be like, what the fuck? Like like it would just piss you off. And I understand the feeling. That's what Dion is feeling right now. He's feeling that I just tried to pour my heart out to you, right? I got this dumbass heifer on the phone interrupting our conversation. I'm trying to talk to you about something that was super important and super, perilous to my life. And now you want to talk about her coming up and picking up paperwork. I wouldn't have said shit either.
Right.
That's that frustration silence where he wants to say something, but he trying to keep it kosher.
Right.
And that's the reason why there was that pause right there. He was still on the phone, but damn it, man, I wouldn't have said shit either. Matter of fact, I would have been hung up.
Right. I didn't know he was still on the phone, but apparently, so now he's okay.
I be repeating the same shit over and over and
So
over.
why don't you start a conversation then, man?
I just be listening.
Why is okay? All right.
I'm just listening.
You wanted the birthday call. Here's your birthday call.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what we talking
That was
about.
sarcastic.
So it's time sensitive, and I got to do something with it. That's why.
Well, you goddamn, I told you months to go get it. You weren't in town. Don't do that. Nigga birthday week. I talk about that.
What did I say?
That's what I want to talk about. I don't want to talk about all that other stuff right now.
Wait a minute, hold on. You say you want a birthday. You say you want a what? A birthday.
Man, listen, man. You know what I said about that. Everybody know what I said about that. You know what I said that, and she know what I said. We're not going to play no funny games about that damn paperwork. Straight up. We're not going to do that today. Straight up. Not everybody get quiet at once.
Okay.
Paperwork been here.
Okay, all right. Okay, well, you listen. This is
I asked the same time about that paperwork. I asked Ken. I said, can I get that money put on the phone? So, man, you know. Because we don't all act like we don't know I've been trying to do all this. So both y'all on the phone, I'm on both y'all ass. Yeah, so because both of y'all know I done said something about it. And I done said I didn't call the phone for the last month and a half, and she has not been answering. So don't everybody crowd up on me today about this paperwork. Hold up. I said earlier when she called, I said, hey man, I ain't doing nothing. Somebody ain't called and telling me happy birthday and we talked today. I had another year around the sun. And then what I said earlier,
You said what? You didn't want to talk to him before you.
I said I wasn't gonna talk. Nothing about this paperwork. I said, tell my man, give me a call. I know what I said earlier.
Yeah, you said you weren't going to do anything until your daddy called you.
Oh, she talking about the same thing. We and you discuss that when we get off this call that's getting paid for. Let's talk about what I asked for them to call about. That's how they conversate. We can't go east for my birthday. We can't go out of town for my birthday. Let's talk. That's all I asked for today. That's all I asked for. Let's have a son-father conversation. I don't want to talk about none of that court shit. I don't want to talk about no bullshit. Let's have a conversation. That's all I asked for.
Okay. All right, a lady. It's not going to be any different. Watch.
Conversation because you're not doing nothing to talk about anything.
I'm telling you, everybody what I want to talk about. Because like ain't nobody comprehend that part. So I got to say it. So now it's out there. Now let's talk.
okay. I'm just listening. I'm just gonna listen to what you got to say, sir. This is your turn.
You've been doing.
I'm okay. I'm trying to make it. That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah. Try to stay focused and that's it. I just try to stay focused, man. Fight for my freedom.
Look, Legacy Moon, let me tell you something. Let me tell you how
I'm trying to
inept he is as a man, right? Nesto don't even realize how dismissive that is. Dion just sat here and said, it's my birthday, right? Meaning that this day I want to have this thing happen.
Right. You can't be here. We can't go to dinner.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to have a conversation. Now, you heard the word conversation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you then say, I'm just listening? Because when you say, if I say, Legacy Moon, let's have a conversation, and you say, well, I'm just going to listen. That's not a conversation because the conversation is between two people. It's an exchange of ideas, right?
Right.
So if I exchange the idea and I give you an idea and you don't respond or you don't have a response and you tell me up front that all you're going to do is listen to what I have to say, that's not a fucking conversation. And it's very dismissive of him to do that to, number one, anybody, but then number two, his son, who is, this is his birthday, you know, and then you gonna say, I'm just listening. I'm just gonna listen to what you got to say. In other words, I'm not interested in talking to you unless we're talking about something that has to do with me and getting out of jail. So
Right.
I'll just sit here and listen to you go on and on and on. And then once you stop doing that, then you know I will you know, I might chime in, but for the most part, I'm just listening to you because I don't really give a shit, but I'm just listening to you because this is what you require. In order for me to get what I'm trying to get, you require this thing. So I'm just going to listen. And he doesn't even realize when it comes out of his mouth how dismissive that sounds. And that just goes to show you how inept of a man he is. And this goes back towards his golden character, right? That's what Sonya wants us to see, right?
Yeah.
Listen to the way he talked to his son, Sonya. That tells us everything about him being a man. Absolutely, it does.
And a lot of day-to-day things that I be seeing going on out here, I can't say. They try to get me to do the hot shot thing with him or whatever. Then he try to show me he's trying to get an 18 with him.
Okay. First of all, hey, Soul Power. Mons said he's an asshole. Lady Janice said Nesto can't understand what Dion is saying. Let me see. Let me look for a lady. I put it on regular speed. Could you tell the difference? Because it sounds the same actually. Miss Principal, I thought he hung up too. I didn't know. I did not know he was still on this call. Bien said, Native, he don't celebrate others' birthdays unless he can get the credit for it. Narcs hate when things are not about them.
I mean, and this isn't even about celebrating the birthday. You heard the boy's plea. You know, Dion is acknowledging, here are the things we can't do. You know, but here's the one simple ass thing I'm asking for. We can't go to dinner. We can't take a trip. Okay, cool. Got all that. Dion is saying the one simple thing. And let me tell you what's bad. It's bad when a child thinks that something is simple or presents something simple to their parent and their parent makes it more difficult than it has to be. This conversation with Sonya on the phone and him trying to get the paperwork and all this shit, you know, this is absolutely like devastating to Dion because he's saying all I wanted was one simple thing. I don't want to talk about none of that other shit until I get my birthday conversation. Now he ain't looking for no cake. He ain't looking for no candles or no party. A fucking conversation, and Nesto can't even oblige him with that shit.
Right.
But what does Dion do? Because every son needs his father. Every son craves his father's attention and approval. What does he do? Even though his daddy don't want to listen or don't want to talk to him and only wants to listen, he keeps fucking talking. And that's the thing. And that's the line too far for me. I would have hung up.
I just listening.
I would have hung up.
Yeah. Me too. He's it's all about what he can get. Exactly. And it sounds like he knows he ain't getting ready to get nothing, so he's really ready to hang up.
My dad started telling me it was 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? It's shit like that. I'm trying to have a conversation with you, but I don't want to talk about that other shit today. I'm not talking to you about shit like that, because that's what's been going on. Everything that you tried to show me 10, 15 years ago, people are doing it now. I have a lot of mobile barbershops out here. You did that a long time ago. I want you to know that you've been ahead of this curve. So while you sit down, you need to be writing your thoughts out the same way you did when they set you down the last time. Everything you try to get me to do back then, people are trying to.
What do people say when they set you down? No, you set yourself down. Virtuous Center said, I don't like Dion, but his deity is trash. Karen S. said Nesto's verbal leaks are massive. As a mother, it hurts to hear a father do this to his son. Soul Power said they are infuriating. They sure are. And CJ says, which is why the most recent calls are all about what I will do for Nesto, nothing else. Yep.
me to do now. You get what I'm saying?
I understand. Okay. Okay, I get it.
Like I want you to turn a dust bunny into let me see, what can I use for that? I'm twisting my words up. You know what I'm saying? You turn the dust bunny to a rose royal, they're gonna say, you put a dust bunny inside a rose royal.
Okay.
Let me
First of
see.
all-
Basically, you turn that.
First of all, nigga, don't nobody talk like that. Okay. All right. Don't nobody sound like that. So I don't know who the hell you imitating, nigga. All right. And don't nobody twist your words all up because your words is already twisted when they come out your mouth. Okay. So don't anybody twisting up shit.
Nobody at all. Nobody at all. You see, all smile. You know what? Okay, so Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame said, I lost my mom when I was 6, and I am 61 now, and I miss having my mommy at Danielle. I mean, I know. I just can't imagine you actually having a parent here on this earth, and this is what you get? I mean, come on. Petty Patty said it best, Nesto. He doesn't care. And that's true. If it doesn't benefit him, he's not interested. And he's really ready to hang up now. I mean, he really is. I think he's, semi scared to say, okay, well, I got to go now, because he's scared of men. So, you know how that is with him.
It's something, the beat up thing. You know what I'm saying? How you the peekaboo.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's just watching you create nothing and make it something. You get what I'm saying? I was kind of I was breaking down to the guy. He was just talking about he was on the truck car that he wanted or whatever, and I was explaining to him like, you know, you can get an old one, you can do this and do that. Then I had to catch myself. I'm like, everybody ain't you.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right. I understand.
No, he don't. He ain't even listening.
I was watching, the Bucky Johnson, the Godfather, the Godfather of Harlem. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Okay, remember they cut the season off.
Right.
You remember that?
I remember that.
So they ended up dropping the third season. So it should be a fourth season somewhere else. But anyway, it ended up in the third season. I never seen the third season. You seen the third season?
Like it's lost.
Okay, the third season got more of the Malcolm X stuff going on in the third season. Like right up into them off of him and all that.
Sassy Jewel, I stopped because she said something that I think is important. She says he still hasn't said happy birthday. No, he hasn't.
No fucks given. None.
Not a
no
one.
fucks given. No fucks given. And I think, and so, so we can have this conversation about like fathers and the importance of fathers. And, we kind of started the week with that with Dre and Nesto whining about responsibility and child support and the world is this and the social media is doing this and that. And I think that when I think Dre, since Dre likes to listen to everything, and hopefully Dre is following us around on this as we listen. Dre, this is the man that you asked for advice about your child. This is who you wanted to vent to about your situation. Do you hear the way this man is talking to his son on his birthday? This man doesn't want to have anything to do with his, but this guy, this is who you wanted to vent to about your situation with your child. Really?
Yeah.
Really? This what we doing?
Yeah.
This what we doing. You couldn't go down to the 100 Black Men of Atlanta. You couldn't have went to any other. There's a ton of resources out here. You couldn't have did none of that.
Well, and also, I mean, this is really a perfect example of not a no. Well, I guess I could say no shit man, but I guess maybe I should phrase it a piece of shit man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he just does not care. A lady, thank you so much for the 6-month member milestone. She says, I appreciate you. And I appreciate you too in your support of the platform. And thank you so much for the member milestone. Dimples Wimple said, this is hard to hear Dion as a growing man crying out for his daddy's love and attention, 2 things he is incapable of giving.
Dimples Wimple, let me tell you something. What we're hearing 2 men, right? Because Dion is what? How old y'all told me Dion was? I thought he was like 17. How old y'all
I know
told
you
me?
don't know ages.
I don't know. I'm not good at ages at all. How old are you? I know how old I am, and that's it. How old is Dion again? Y'all say he in his 30s? Is that what y'all said?
It's something like that.
Okay. So we listening to a man that's in his 30s who's a boy on the inside, talking to a man who is in his 60s who is a boy on the inside. You know, we are listening to two underdeveloped men, you know,
Hmm.
two emotionally underdeveloped men.
Yep.
And and let me just tell y'all, to the ladies out there, let me tell y'all something. What's really important to a lot of us guys that have been through a lot of things, and we go through our heartbreaks and our ups and downs, right? The one thing that we look for is emotional intelligence, and I think that's something that as ladies, if you're single out there, emotional intelligence is important. I think the one thing that when we talk about what did Shirley Strawberry see in Nesto? Well, let me tell you the thing that she didn't see in him. She did not see any emotional intelligence in this man at all. You know,
Right.
if we think that he is dumb, he's dumb. True enough, he doesn't know anything. He can't talk, but he emotionally he is underdeveloped. He is childlike
Right.
when it comes to his emotions. So I think that we can talk about, well, was it his looks? Well, we know what it wasn't. Shirley was not looking for emotional intelligence in this man because he has none. And you can tell by his interactions with his children, with his interactions with Shirley,
Right.
emotionally he is underdeveloped, and it shows. So I think that like when we have this conversation, which is kind of coincidental that we've had all these calls that have dealt with fatherhood, right?
Yeah.
Well, when we listen to him talk to Dion like this, and I'm just listening and all this stuff, and then we hear Dion who just continues to blabber on, knowing that this man could care less. We got two people that are doing what researchers have called the pose, right? Black men,
Right.
we pose in a certain way to hide our emotions. We have that pose that shows the world that we're unaffected by anything, but
Hmm.
deep on the inside we're hurting in a lot of different ways. So I think that like with Nesto and Dion, you're hearing that cool pose. Like I'm still gonna talk to you even though I know you don't give a damn, and Nesto saying I'm still gonna pretend like I'm listening to you even though I don't give a damn.
Right.
you know and it is heartbreaking, Dimples Wumples. It is heartbreaking because whether we like Dion or not, Dion did not choose his daddy, right?
Right.
Dion did not choose Nesto to be his daddy. I don't think anybody would, but this is the hand that he was played, and he can't help that part. Now, as a man, he can help the decisions that he's made since he became a man. Now that, all his barbershop shenanigans, yeah, we should definitely hold his feet to the fire for that. But in this moment, he's a boy that's reaching out to his dad, who on the inside is a boy, and that shit is just that, and that's exactly what we're hearing right now.
Right. And Soul Power said something I went back to. She said, yet Dre gave Nesto the Dad of the Year award on the other call. And, he was kind of, big upping him about being a dad and stuff. And if you don't know how to relate to your son as a father, first of all, if you don't meet your son until they're 13, that's pretty shitty. I don't understand that, but that's pretty shitty. That is pretty
Because he
shitty.
because he allowed, look, he allowed the streets to be a priority over his son. You know what I mean? I know men who, they were in the streets, but guess what? When they found out that their girlfriend or their wife was pregnant, you know what they did? They left that street shit alone.
Hmm.
They left
Yeah.
that street shit alone, and they said, you know what? And they told me, they said, you know what made me leave them streets? My daughter being born,
Right.
or finding out that I was about to have a daughter. That they left that shit alone because they knew that if they kept that up, see, they were now all of a sudden, you're not living for yourself anymore.
Right.
You're living for that child now. And see, and I know people, that weren't on the up and up, weren't going the right way in life, all of that. But then that child, that son, man, I got to be there for my son. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna leave all this bullshit alone, so I can be there for
Right.
my son to make sure I'm a dad because I didn't have.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of that. But see, Nesto didn't do that. Nesto said, "Fuck that shit." You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing out here.
Not only am I for the streets, I'm gonna teach my son how to be for the streets.
Not only am I going to teach my son to be for the streets, I'm going to teach my son to survive and not to thrive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to teach him survival skills, which is some bullshit that animals do.
Right.
See, animals survive. You know, when you look at
Right.
birds, they ain't building, that birds are not building mansions and shit. Birds are living in nests and they build them wherever they can. That's survival. That's what
Right.
animals do. So Nesto is teaching his son to be an animal, basically. And
Right.
not teaching him how to thrive, how to be a member of the community, how to protect his community, protect his girlfriend, protect himself. Shit, honestly, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nesto didn't teach him any of that shit. Nesto taught him. He said it. Dion said, "You taught me how to survive." Dion, that is not a flex at
No,
all.
it's supposed to be.
Right.
Aunt Nettie said, since he didn't know his daddy until he was 13 is very telling. In the call, Dion is still that 13-year-old stage begging for his daddy's love. I think that meant still begging for his daddy's love. A lady said the streets chasing money and coochie was more important than his kids. And he taught his kids to, as far as I'm concerned, to do that. You know, chase. Yeah.
BN, we can do that. BN, look, we can definitely talk about it, because I don't feel like we talk about it enough. And I feel like when we do talk about it, it's no men involved in the conversation. You know what I mean? Like, every time I see, it's so crazy. Every time I see topics where we talk about, where I see like panels and shit, it'd be women talking about the things that men need to do. And I'm like, where are the men at? Like,
Right.
that irritates me, because where are the men? You know, and look, and I'm not saying they don't invite them in. I'm saying they probably just don't know where the hell to find them at, because everybody's on this blue pill shit, this manosphere shit, and it's just hard to find men that understand, the way that it's supposed to be,
Right.
But BN, we can definitely do that.
Okay. Let's hear some more of this.
Okay. Moral of the story, the boy Bobby was so ahead of his class. You know what I'm saying? And when he went to start the transition, they're like, nobody wanted to see him transition from being the guy that he was to the guy he wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? And like, his world just kept crashing on him. And the more he went to fixing stuff, it's been like the more people were just turning on him. You know what I'm saying? Even Malcolm turned on him. You get what I'm saying? At a point of time, even Malcolm turned on him, because he thought that Malcolm thought that Bumpy was basically on some hating, or I can't even say hating. I'm trying to find the right word. Basically, he thought he was no good for him, not knowing that Bumpy been saving you. You know what I'm saying? He been pushing you in the right direction, and you just looking at the old character of him versus his new character. If you get what I'm saying?
I do.
Like, they tried to blow up a building, and Bumpy, he sent some people to stop that from happening. But the guy, Malcolm X, he was making it seem like, oh, you're gonna make it where I don't make it to the seats or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Bumpy had to pull a gun out on him to stop him from going, because he still was gonna go. Long story short, the man would have blew up that day if it weren't for Bumpy Johnson. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
He don't. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
And the more I watched it, I said, dang, the most of the cricket people in the show was politicians.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? There was the police and the politicians.
He doesn't. He don't know.
About it was, all the folks still had to come back to Bumpy. No matter if it was doing good or bad, they still had to come back to him. You know what I'm saying? And they was attacking his wife with everything that she was trying to do right. You know what I'm saying? She had non-profit organizations. She was doing stuff with the black movement. It's just a lot of stuff that she was doing, and they just kept closing doors on her just because her name was associated with.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
So yeah, watching these shows, it just be like, damn. You know what I'm saying?
So what you damning about?
Huh?
What you damning about? Because that's what you see right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Fucked me up when I was just watching. I said, damn. It took me to watch the whole season to watch how it unfolded. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, damn, it don't matter how much good a person be trying to do, I'm not keep hitting him. You know? Like, even like the day he told the what did he got? He told the Italian guy, like, you know what, I'm all the way out the way. I'm gonna let you have it. You can have it, you know what I'm saying? He turned the radio up and he heard that Malcolm died. Malcolm was telling him, so I don't want no security. So I don't want nobody searching nobody at the auditorium. And with him telling him not to do that, you know what I'm saying? He got to do his face. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, his face. You know, that's what I mean. His face. You got to do his face.
Okay, okay, I'm looking at these comments. Queen Black says he's not paying any attention. Casino Lady said, I don't know what you're saying. I can't understand what you're saying. I can't hear what you're saying. Diddy. Ray Della Lewis says this is a one-sided conversation. Mon said he don't know, man. Leo Lady said Dion had his license. He let him expire. Did he? I didn't know he really had a barber's license.
He
Wow.
did. Yeah, he did.
I did not know that. Yeah, so the consensus is he is not paying any attention. That is
He's not because he said, first of all, he said absolutely in a place where absolutely didn't
belong.
You know what I'm saying? And then he said, what you damning for? I mean, dude, he's damning because he's putting emphasis behind what he's talking about, dummy. Like, but you know what you damning for? You know, but that absolutely is what blew me away because he was saying something. Absolutely.
That's what I was like, why is he? That was so out of place.
Yeah, no, he ain't paying no attention.
Salty Buzzard said Nesto ain't listening. He's picturing Denzel playing him in that Tubi movie.
I'm sorry, I have to disagree. He is. I have to disagree. He is picturing Gary with the T on a beach in Maui.
No, not
on a beach in Maui. All right, and you know which resort they staying at? They staying at
hedonism.
They staying at Sandals.
Sandals.
Sandals. Yeah. So he's picturing Gary with the T at the Sandals Maui Resort, and they are sipping on drinks that are in pineapple. Like, you know, they cut out the pineapple, and they got little matching umbrellas because they got to match. You know what I'm saying? They got to match. See, Gary with the T got his facts together, so they gonna match umbrellas. Okay, so that's what if you like pina colada, getting caught in the rain with Gary with the T. That is what he is picturing. All right, Gary with the T stays on his mind.
Yeah,
stays on his mind.
I Revived said Dion is almost 40. He should have figured out by now, but look at who he's surrounded by. Also, Prominent Woman said, wait a minute, did Dion say cricket people and not crooked people?
Y'all know the boy can't talk.
And you let that go by?
Y'all know that boy can't talk. We would be here until 6 a.m. for real if we went over every damn wrong word that boy said.
Soul Power said Nesto only pays attention to Sonya, powder blue nails, shade of lipstick color, and her raggedy ponytails. I think you're right about that. CJ said, now wait a minute, where is Dre at? And Leo Lady said, and it will be on Zeus Network if they come back. Oh my gosh, here we go. This is sad though. It really is.
Anyway, what I'm saying is, since Malcolm is baker, he knew the direction he was going, and he knew the people was trying to stop that. You know the direction you're going in. So get that pen and paper out, because ain't nobody stop that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool.
Hey, real zesty dude, put it real zesty little dude, put it in the chat. Your question for Native. I'll read it.
Monty White. He wrote a book about all that in 2003 or 2006, something like that. She died when she in like 93. But that's how we able to watch this show now. But she wrote the book to it. You get what I'm saying?
I understand.
No, who wrote the book?
Yeah, man.
Native, who wrote the book?
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
A lot of shit. Way ahead of the curve. Come on, man, get on this, man. Let me tell you how to do that. And I'm like, man, I ain't trying to do that shit today. You know what I'm saying? Don't back up in it, man. Like, nah, I'm telling you something. Don't come on, do it. I just got it. What is it? 6 feet, 8 feet? I think it's 6 feet. What is that truck was?
18.
I said, wait, how many gears?
I'll try to start you out with 13.
I have no idea what's happening, but Boys Nana says he's picturing Gary with the T bending him over. Thank
See,
you for
see,
hitting that like
see,
button, Jet Black Street.
see. Yeah, see, I'm not the only one that know what he thinking about.
Uh
Okay, look, Soul Power. Here's what okay, so ultimately he is talking about Godfather of Harlem, a show that I
I
try
know that part.
I, listen, Lady Simone.
Okay, okay,
Let me just get here, okay? I'm trying to
okay.
get here because
All right, I'll work.
because look, Soul Power want to know what he's talking about, okay? Okay, Godfather of Harlem. There's an episode about um Bumpy Johnson basically stopping Malcolm X from going to a certain place,
Yeah.
and the place ends up blowing up, and he
Hmm.
ultimately saved Malcolm X's life. So what Dion is trying to say is that him being in jail might be saving him from something else bigger that was going to happen to him if he had been on the outside. Now,
Oh.
now, are there other places like, I don't know, a shelter, a Walmart? Are there other places that you could probably go to save yourself from danger? Yes. A Quick Trip, a Bucky's. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot better places that you could shelter yourself from danger other than fucking jail. But whatever, Dion, make your point. So now he's trying to say that I guess it was Bumpy's wife that wrote a book about this, and they made the script for
Yeah.
Father Harlem off of that. So he's trying to say that ultimately we're going to be watching his story and everything that he went through once he gets out of the jail. That's what he's trying to say,
Oh.
Soul Power. So
Okay.
that's what this whole conversation is
So he
about.
really, I mean, so he really thinks that. Okay, well, that's cute. He really
It
thinks
is
that.
it's very cute. It's adorable. So he so Soul Power, he actually believes his dad is getting out of jail. Okay. And he believes that this is going to be like some major story, and people are going to see that going to jail saved his life, just like Malcolm X's life was
Yeah.
saved.
Okay.
So he's putting all of that together. Dion, it's a stretch. Every part of what you're thinking is a stretch, but I get it. You're trying to encourage this nigga. I got you. I got you.
Golden Pearl said Dion is deep, and Jet Black Straight said not a quick trip
Look,
native.
look, I would rather be saved at the Quick Trip, Jet Black Straight, than damn jail. Okay? Push me into the Quick Trip. Look out! Push me into the Quick Trip instead of look out, go to jail.
Soul Power said, where did it go? Soul Power said, "Hey, obsessed with the mess." Okay, dang, all that. Thank you, Native, because Lord knows I was struggling. Um, Real zesty little dude says, "How do you feel about a black man marrying a?" Oh Lord, I don't think we have time for the answer. Okay, so Native, real zesty little dude wants to know, how do you feel about a black man marrying a white woman?
I mean, if that's what a black man want to do, here's the problem I have. I don't necessarily have a problem with a black man marrying a white woman. I have a problem with a black man who marries a white woman because he hates black women. That's what I have a problem with. When you are comparing and contrasting, and you have all these negative things to say about black women when black women ain't did shit to you. As a matter of fact, black women have more than likely done things for you, right? Okay, so you love white women, that's fine. But when it becomes a thing that you're marrying a white woman out of spite of black women, that's where I have a problem. Because black women are beautiful, black women are intelligent, black women are marryable. Is that a word?
Yes,
Marryable.
yes,
Okay.
we are marryable.
So so when I hear, like, for example, Fit and Fresh, right? Fit and Fresh, all they do is down black women. First of all, they don't like any women, but they especially hate black women. So it's the hate of black women more than the love of white women that I have a problem with. It becomes a thing where, like, I got a cousin that would not be with a black woman to literally save his life. He is catching hell with the white woman that he got. But that's what he chose to do. But see, the problem I have with him is not that he chose a white woman, it's that he hates black women. That's the problem that I have. So I don't know if that answers your question, but I really don't have a problem. It's just that when you are choosing the alternative because of love, or are you choosing the alternative because you hate your own people? You know,
Right.
that's the issue that I have with the whole thing. I mean, love is love. Love who you want to love, but you know, it's that animosity that these black men have towards black women now that's really, really confusing. Okay, because I don't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really, really frustrating, because, you know, for those, you know, brothers like myself that love us a black woman, you know, we feel like we on an island out here, you know what I mean? You know, we feel like we're on an island, and it's just like just so rare for us to like black women. But we still exist, those of us that love black women. We're still here, we're still out here, we are.
Yes, far and few between. Hey, glorious love. She says preach native. And I mean, I have dated outside of my race, but it's not because that's what I was looking for. It's um what I happened upon, you know, and I like the person, so why not? Real a zesty little dude said thank you.
You are more than welcome.
Virtuous Sinner said they hate their mother and blame us for it. It's weird but true.
They hate their
That,
mother, they hate the culture, they
hmm
hate the let me tell you something. Black women, and I don't care what anybody say about this, it's been proven over and over again. Black women are the strongest people walking the planet, and they've had to be. Black
hmm
women have not had a chance to sit back and let anybody work. Black women have not had a chance to sit back and let anybody birth our babies and nurse our babies. See, black women have always had to do everything. When black men were incapacitated and weren't able to protect them, black women had to protect themselves. See, nobody has ever been under attack the way black women, and let's not forget black girls have been under attack in this country and around the world, right? So if we really look at it and say that walking this planet, there's nobody stronger than black women, and see what these dudes that don't like black women, not only do they hate their mother, but they hate the strength that they see in black women. They hate the intelligence that they see in black women. They hate the resilience that they see in black women, the persistence that they see in black women. They hate all of those things because they feel like they can't match those things. See, a lot of guys are we're taught that we're supposed to be the leaders, the alphas, the all these things. So when you run across a sister that don't need you for nothing, when you run across a sister that's handling her business and don't need you for a damn thing, yeah, a lot of these dudes say, "Oh, see, all these black women got attitudes. All these black women got this, they got that." Yeah, because you can't match what they got. You can't even match what they do. You can't handle their day. If a black woman gave one of these dudes their agenda for the whole day, picking up kids, taking them to dentist appointments, working all day, coming home, cleaning, cooking, putting the kids to bed. Junior got a fever, got to tend to that, you know, and still maintain the household. They would fall out because they can't handle that. So
Yeah.
so a lot of it is not only hate, but a lot of it is intimidation and fear. Fear that they can't live up to this toxic masculinity that we taught our boys. They can't live up to that. So
hmm
they would rather go somewhere where all that ain't necessary.
Right.
Where all that ain't necessary, all these requirements ain't necessary, all this quote unquote attitude they don't get.
hmm
That's what happens. That's why that happens.
Right. You got a lot of people agreeing with you. Um, Aunt Nettie has become a new member. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Legacy Moon True Crime and Mysteries Investigators. Drop your new emojis in the chat, and y'all welcome Aunt Nettie as a new member. And thank you, thank you, thank you so much for supporting the platform. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Whew. Okay. Boy, this call is really taking us in a lot of different directions. This is good. Um
13
oh,
feet.
There's 13 gears on there?
Yeah, there's never something either for you. But the phone's going to get ready to cut off, but I definitely understand what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
no, you don't.
This is yes, this is a digital age time. It's the same thing. It's just digital age time. You know what I'm saying? It's the same
Right.
thing. Yeah. So
Yep.
you see your folks campaigning, don't you?
I ain't saying. You talking about
Yeah, they campaign in the best way.
I'll be minding my business, man. That shit might pop up on my phone, and when it pops up on my phone, I might catch a few seconds and get my deeper in and get off that shit, man.
So he talking about
I can't sit around
okay.
that shit,
So
man. That
this
shit be right there too much, man. I ain't gonna lie. So them folks ain't got nothing to do with their time on the internet, but dissect shit. And how they be dissecting shit, they be like, what are y'all talking about? Like, they was on there talking about, they was recording the conversation.
we don't have anything better to do with our time. Sure we do. This is our time. This is what we do. Negro.
If they was recording the damn conversation, because you recorded the conversation. You got your camera out. You get what I'm saying? I'm confused. Why are y'all making this a whole new topic? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I do understand. I understand what's going on, though. Yeah, I understand your conversation. I do understand.
Yeah, so it's like
No,
the
you
whole
don't.
shit is a fucking merry-go-round with a real circus right now. So if a motherfucker don't be the first one to goddamn to orchestrate the circus, there's gonna be more clown shit going. At least the motherfuckers who started it got the opportunity to unfold it all. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I understand. That was mentioned.
Because everything is based off hearsay, he say, she say, it say, them say. You know, so hey, it's at that point. So you the only person that really know what's going on is you. Nobody know what the hell really going on but you. I always remember that.
He wants that phone to cut off so bad.
Yeah. At that point, everybody is different. Everybody that get on this call is different. Everybody on the water, make you a villain.
He is a villain.
My conversation, that's what it is.
I'm telling you, they said it.
No, it's not your conversation. It's your charges.
Okay.
You be like, hold up now, wait a minute. He was just so aggressive. He just said, wait a minute.
That's that. I'm not listening. Laugh.
All said and done. I didn't know nothing about no interview. I ain't know none of that stuff been going on.
Okay.
I think we was on one of the interviews, but I didn't listen to it. I didn't even go see was it real or not. It just pop up on my main screen. Like I can grab my phone and not unlock it, and I see your name. I see one of their names.
Damn. Okay.
Not listening at all.
Well, all right, then, Flair. Happy birthday to you, man.
Yeah, man. Cause people out here dying and stuff. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that can't talk. There's some people that can't hear. At least I can hear my man voice. Give me a little call, man. That's all I needed. You know what I'm saying? You know how I feel about my little day that I ain't have to be born. You know how I feel about it. Call your boy.
Okay. Well, make sure you conversate with the people, man. As the people know what's going on, man. Those folks, they just got to know what's going on. Can't tell them anything. That's all. They're going hard now. They got the boots tied up real tight.
Is he talking about Sonya?
Yes. Stop the call.
Okay.
He's talking about Sonya. He said that you see your people campaigning.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. He wants to bring it back to Sonya, and Dion is doing his best to ignore that shit the best way that he possibly can. But he's trying to bring it back to Sonya, how great Sonya is. She laced her boots up, campaigning. Now, that Tasha K interview was the last of November?
Yeah, something around that time, the beginning of December, something like that.
So now we're at December 12th, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that was 2023, right?
Right.
Trying to make sure we're in the same time frame. So okay, so what Nesto is doing right now is he's trying to hype Sonya up as some kind of freedom fighter. Let me just tell you this: nobody has ever been freed from jail by a campaign. We have marched outside of jails. I'm just looking.
Wait a minute. Wait, I have to interrupt you and tell you you're wrong. You know why? Well, free Mr. Clark. Free Mr. Clark. Okay. So
and that bullshit didn't even happen. So okay, let's just be real. Let's just be real about how fictional Lean On Me was. Okay, Lean On Me was bullshit. The people that went to Eastside High verified it was a bunch of bullshit, and that nigga did not go to jail for putting no chains on no door. So okay. So in the history of all jailedom, all right, ain't nobody been freed by no damn campaign.
Yeah.
We have walked outside. We have marched outside of jails. There was the Free Huey campaign. But guess what freed Huey? Evidence.
Hmm.
Evidence freed Huey. Okay.
Yeah.
So so I don't know where Nesto gets the idea that some kind of way Sonya, quote unquote, campaigning for him is doing him any good. I
No.
don't know why he thinks that. I don't know why he thinks that she's doing such a great job with her boots. She's not a lawyer. You know what's going to free you,
Hmm.
Nesto? The law. You know what lawyer begin with? Law. You
Hmm.
know what?
The library. Uh-huh.
The lullaberry. It's the law. Okay. So I don't understand why he thinks that. And Dion is just like trying to like basically skirt around his conversations about Sonya. Now, I would say that what Dion did on this call is not a conversation, Legacy Moon.
Hmm.
There was no conversation. Dion talked. Nesto said absolutely. And then that was the end of that. And now he has more conversation about Sonya than he does about the thing that Dion wants to talk about.
Right.
Ain't that some shit? You know,
Um.
he wants to bring up Sonya so bad and make Sonya be so important to Dion, and Dion ain't having it.
Well, Queen Black said Dion did all that talking. All Nesto said was Sonya's pathetic. Aunt Nettie said, Daddy, if you don't stop talking, they gonna baptize that ass. And Soul Power says Sonya ain't ish. She was basically chasing Shirley's husband. She was and is still desperately looking for a man. It's pathetic. Rewind. Soul Power said rewind. You gonna do that to us, Soul Power? Okay. um Prominent Woman said that's right at Native because Reverend Jesse Jackson did an HBO special for a death row prisoner and the lady still got unalived.
Let me
Mhm.
tell you. Let me put let me put a name in y'all brain. Troy Davis. Okay, Troy Davis down in Savannah, Georgia, was executed by the state of Georgia with no
Right.
evidence, and every witness had recanted their statement saying that they were pressured to say he did it.
Mhm.
With no evidence, none. Troy Davis was executed. This was in
Right.
20 when did Troy Davis happen? 2011. Okay. I was a part of that protest. I didn't go to Savannah, but I was a part of the marches here in Atlanta. I was a part of that. I heard Dick Gregory speak because of the Troy Davis protest. I heard Al Sharpton speak because of the Troy Davis protest. I was a part of Ebenezer Baptist Church. We were active in that because Warnock is from Savannah, so we were a part of that. So I've been a part of protests that were actually real, that actually meant something, that actually, somebody was actually innocent, right? And so even with all of our efforts, the state of Georgia pulled they murdered him. It's a legalized murder of black men on death row, and Troy Davis was a part of that. I was a part of that, and so I know what it's like to protest for an actual cause. I know what it's like to be out there for an actual fucking cause. So when Nesto gets on this campaigning shit, and when Sonya is acting like he is the most like persecuted black man in America, it infuriates me because there are actual causes that actually need GoFundMe's and actually need people to get behind them, letter writing campaigns and all that shit that we don't pay any attention to. So, so this whole, you see, she campaigning, just that word campaign
Right.
pisses me off.
Well, or I can't think of his name right now or remember the state, but the guy that they just executed, where the prosecutor is saying, I think he's innocent. Um, I think I'm not sure that they actually had any evidence, but there were a lot of people speaking up and campaigning for him to not be executed. And he was executed. This was a few months ago. I can't think of his name. And it hurt me to my heart because I felt like there would be a reprieve. I really did not think they would execute this man, especially when you have the prosecutor saying, hold up, no, we gotta go back. But I can't think of his name. Do you know? You know what I'm talking about, right, Nita?
I believe so.
Yeah, it was a few months ago, and that just hurt me to my heart because
Yeah,
I
where the
really,
prosecutor was even saying, yeah.
yeah,
Anytime you get a prosecutor to say that they was wrong, yeah,
yeah,
that
and
definitely should be taken into consideration. There's a lot of things wrong with the justice system. Okay, let's be really clear about that.
his
There's a lot.
Marcellus, yeah, it was something like Marcellus, it was something like that, yeah.
There's a
And
lot of things wrong with the justice system, but Nesto does not represent any of that.
right. Say Jay said right. The prosecutor said to stay his execution. I remember that. Lady Janice said yes, because I signed the petition for him to not be executed. Soul Power said, I don't understand executing someone when they've been proven innocent. They didn't exactly, I don't think they had like all of the proof, but it was, the prosecutor was like, no, we got it wrong. Everybody is saying we got it wrong, but the governor said, well, he's got to go anyway. And that just, I mean, that broke my heart. I was very, very upset about that because I just didn't think it would happen. I don't know why I didn't think it would happen, but I really didn't think it was going to happen. I really didn't. So, okay.
Grab my phone and not unlock it, and I see your name. I see one of their names.
Damn. Okay. Okay. Well. All right, then, Flair. Happy birthday to you, man.
Yeah, man. Cause you know people out here dying and stuff. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that can't talk. There's some people that can't hear. At least I can hear my man voice.
Yeah,
Give me a little call.
People are dying.
That's all I needed. You know what I'm saying? You know how I feel about my little day that I ain't have to be born. You know how I feel, man. Call your boy.
Okay. Well, make sure you conversate with the people, man. As the people know what's going on, man. No
Conversate is not a word.
Have to know what's going on. Can't tell them anything.
That was a pet peeve of Judge Judy.
It's a pet peeve of mine. Conversate ain't a word. Shit.
That's all. They going hard, man. They got the boots tied up real tight.
Who you talking about?
Who we on the phone with, sir? Thank you.
See, he's still talking in code. Why doesn't he say Sonya? Who he on it? Her boots tied up. Who he on the phone with?
Look,
sir?
He's not even trying to talk in code. He think that that's a really cool way to say that. Who we on the phone with? So Dion can say,
oh, so it's supposed to be like a flex.
Yeah, it's a flex. Who we on the phone with, sir?
Oh, okay.
Okay, the bald-headed heifer. Okay, yeah, daddy, yeah. That's what he wanted to happen.
Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame. It is my understanding from what I was being told yesterday that there is some sort of problem with StreamYard and what's going on YouTube and the numbers and the likes not liking. I mean, because even my YouTube says I have this number of people in the chat, and StreamYard says, no, you have this number of people in the chat. So yeah, we were talking about that yesterday on the live, how something is not working. But if you have not hit the like button, please do so. And thank you.
I done pulled in the driveway 3 times. Then I'm been at the mailbox. I'm trying to figure out what was going on. My bad. What you say?
That's too much going on over there, bro.
Time of year. So it's weird outside. What you say now?
Okay. Did you get your oil change yet?
On what?
Wait.
On your big thing.
He said it's weird outside. What's going on? What'd you say? And he changed the subject. More proof that he's not listening to what Dion is saying.
Worker. I was trying to find a key around here. That would make me so mad. That's how my car got here because I couldn't find a key to the truck the other day.
Oh God!
Damn.
And because I drove the truck, I wasn't driving the truck and it was brand and all that stuff. But you know, crazy. That's another reason I had to look for the key so I can because I was going to drop it off at 4. So I was trying to put it on the road. No, I got somebody trailer I can use. Don't let it give me some hot shot money real quick.
Oh, okay. Well,
I just
he. So a lady says on another topic, I hope all my beautiful brothers and sisters stay home and rest tomorrow and let the others do the marching. We supposed to be marching for something tomorrow?
Oh, it's a protest tomorrow, but I ain't protesting.
What are we protesting?
Everything. Trump, Musk, the Atlanta Falcons,
Uh-huh.
yeah, some of everything.
Oh, okay.
It's a nationwide.
Wait a minute. Wait, stop. You said the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, fuck them people.
See, I ain't Nesto. I heard what you said.
Yeah, we look this Who That Nation 504 over here. I ain't studying no Falcons. I'm protesting them motherfuckers tomorrow. How about that?
Wendy Shaw said, Dion changed the subject. He's like, F her. Soul Power said, what's Nesto Sonia billboard looking like in 2025 now that he realizes she offers nothing but dust? That's a good question. That is a good question. Leo Lady said, we are not protesting. They are.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, D-Dub, your boyfriend was here looking for you, Tyrone Biggums. The only Black but not bitter said, I'm part of the 92%.
Yeah, like we protested on election day.
Yeah.
Okay. We protested on election day. We protested with our vote on election day.
Mm-hmm.
So if they didn't protest with their vote on election day, yeah, they can have tomorrow because I got other things to do.
Mm-hmm. I know. Aunt Nettie says, now Native, you know we conversate. And Casino.
No, look, just because Biggie Smalls said it in a song, it don't make it right. Okay.
Casino Lady said, yes, I saw some of them started today. Really? I have been out of it this week. A lady said it's going to be a mess tomorrow at Soul Power, not for us.
Yeah, no, Soul Power said the same for the same folk that voted for him protesting. Yeah, because you lost your job.
Mm-hmm.
That 401k ain't doing what it's supposed to be doing. Yeah. We tried to tell you.
I know my sister was saying that today, but she don't vote because she a Jehovah's Witness. So Lady Janice said, I'm thinking, what? Atlanta Falcon? What the Atlanta Falcons do?
They exist, Lady Janice. They exist. That's what they did. The fuckers exist. Shit.
See, yeah, I ain't Nesto. I was listening. Listening.
No, we Who That Nation over here. We Who That. That's what we do over here.
The only Black but not bitter said, I ain't marching, sending any postcards or protesting. Leo Lady said, I'm chilling all day tomorrow. Yeah, she is chilling all day. So don't be bothering her. She said, please come live.
Look, they gotta learn. They gotta learn, Legacy Moon. They gotta learn.
A lady said the Atlanta Falcons caught a stray.
They catch them all day over here, man. I can't stand them people. Yeah, they catch them. They catch.
Look, y'all are not for it tomorrow. Jackson Tabasco said, I'd rather step in an ant pile.
Mm-hmm.
And a Casino Lady said they're going to be even more pissed off when they find out that the amount of people that have been laid off there won't be enough unemployment for them either.
No, it's not. And it's like, it is unbelievable to be in this situation right now. Freaking livable. And right now, I'm so over it. That's why I am concentrating on Black folks, Black issues, Black everything that affects Black folks. Now, one thing that is being affected by Black folks is the FAMU School of Medicine, because they're getting their funding taken away because of DEI.
Yeah.
And when I think it's like $16 million, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, now that affects Black people. That is something and I'm concerned about that. But all these people that's running around here that's like, oh, I voted for him and you lied, and I voted for you and you didn't do what you said. He always lied. The man has been lying his entire career. So if you thought that all of a sudden in 2024 he was telling you the truth, that's on you.
It's like that lady, that minister. You promise, we support you, we back you, and you promise you not send people back to Venezuela, and you sent the people back to Venezuela. Girl, first of all, he don't know the difference between somebody from Venezuela, Mexico, Puerto Rico. He don't know all of y'all are the same, so he gonna send all y'all somewhere.
If you think Trump know the difference between Mexico and Venezuela,
Okay.
if you think Trump know the difference between Chile and Argentina, you ain't been paying attention. You ain't been paying attention. That man don't know the difference between none of that shit. He think everybody Mexican.
Right, he does. Lady Janice said, "Converse is a word, native. I use it to the fullest."
Yeah, conversate is not a word though. Conversate is not a word. I don't care if Biggie Small said conversate for a few, because in a few we gonna do what we came to do. Ain't that right, boo? I don't care if he said that. Conversate is not a word.
Nettie said, "I did not vote for Cheeto." Soul Power said, "I'm marching to the fridge to get a snack and watching the Lifetime and Hallmark channels all day tomorrow."
Say that. Say that then.
Right. And A, call me on Keisha. Did I see the Cubans? What they mad about? Wait a minute. First of all, call me on Keisha's phone said, "Who is selling Link? Anybody selling Link in the chat? Eggs are too damn high, party." Eggs are too damn high. Hey, Sapphire Woo. And I don't know what happened to the Cubans.
Let me just make this public service announcement, okay? For anybody that's in the Atlanta area, go to the DeKalb Farmers Market. They are selling a dozen eggs for $3.50. There is a 3-carton limit, but there's nothing that says that you can't go out to your car, come back in, and buy 3 more, okay? So look, if you're in the Atlanta area, DeKalb Farmers Market on Ponce de Leon Avenue, go out there. Eggs are $3. They are brown, cage-free eggs. A dozen, $3.50. They got a sign up that says only 3 per customer. But if you go outside the store, put them in your car, you become a customer again when you walk back in. So I'm just saying. I just wanted to make that public service announcement. Okay, $3.50 for a dozen eggs. Go on, get your son.
I'm trying to figure. Okay, so a lady said Cubans for Trump had a song and everything. Families getting deported right now. I did not know that. I'm gonna have to Google that. The only black but not, y'all are just y'all don't give 2 fucks about tomorrow. The only black but not bitter said, "I plan to put on a fresh set of protest pajamas and march to the couch and marinate all day." I saw Miss Principal one. I think she said she'd rather scrub her shower out with a toothbrush before she protests. Y'all just ain't here for it. Y'all are not here for it at all. Salty Budget said, "I buy eggs from the neighbor, $3 a dozen all day, every day." Queen Black said, "I don't eat eggs. I heard they were $2,500 an egg." Janet Toy says Trader Joe's has a dozen for $3.49 as well. Hey, Peppermint Patty. Hey, Trishan. Native, who's laying? Trishan said, "Native, who's laying those $3 eggs?"
Look. I'm gonna tell you what. Don't sleep on the DeKalb Farmers Market. Look, everything is legit at the DeKalb Farmers Market. If you know, you know. That's one of them. If you know, you knows. So they're brown cage-free eggs. Okay, so they better for you anyway. Brown cage-free eggs, $3.50 for a dozen. Don't say I didn't tell you.
So y'all are just Nettie said he did exactly what he said he was going to do, but they didn't expect that to happen to them, just us. Janet Toy said, "I'm going to see the OJs tomorrow." Jackson Tabasco said, "I'm gonna be tweezing the hair off my legs."
Damn. That's specific. That's specific.
Y'all just do not care. Okay, let's see. Hopefully Dion's done. Let's see.
So my father say, "They don't want nothing to do with nothing." So I'm trying to go ahead and generate it, get it on out the way.
What? Okay.
He don't know what he
They
said.
don't want nothing to do with it. They just don't want nothing to do with it.
Okay. That's hey. Okay then.
I get it though, too. I get it. Anything can happen. I get it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely get it. I don't even want to let them know what happened to me the other day.
Okay.
Yeah. Other than that, everything gonna be smooth, man. And one thing about it, multiple people, they just gave me that clarification last week. That the 24 hours, the 24 hours, the 20, it was this, it was that, but yeah. You just giving me my confirmation. Oh, I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. I'm watching the news, right? You listening?
Yeah.
You know where they put they knocked the shot down and put the high riders at?
Yeah.
Man, why 3 people that got killed over there?
You talking about them 3 boys over there with your 4 guys were shooting?
Yeah.
Right there?
That's the address.
I heard that shit 30505. I heard it. I was like, hold up. But I was confused like a motherfucker. Damn,
Yeah.
that's it right there.
That's crazy, right?
And that boy lied talking about
Native Queen Black. She said, be careful, those are Sonia's eggs. Aunt Nettie said the Easter Bunny got laid eggs. Oh, the real zesty little dude said, who eat eggs that much?
Yo, let me tell you, I seen them people like was putting eggs in a basket because they said it's a 3 limit thing. Them people was putting eggs in a basket. They son 2 years old pushing a basket. He got three things of eggs. They they bought their service animal. The service animal's in there pushing the thing with 3 things of eggs. Them people is going crazy with them eggs, man. I mean, for real, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. So I'm just telling you what I've seen. These people going crazy. These people going crazy.
They want them some eggs. And my sister had nerve to start buying eggs to and put it on my hair. And get mad if anybody eat any. I'm like, what? You okay? You wait till eggs was $20 a piece.
Right.
To decide you want to condition your hair with eggs. Okay.
Right.
All right.
We doing Easter egg hunts with rocks this year. We're doing Easter egg. We're doing Easter egg hunts with colored rocks this year. We ain't fucking around. We ain't got time to play with them. You know what I'm saying? We can't play with no eggs. No, we ain't doing that.
Salty Buster said 90 cents a dozen in Mexico, and Trishan said at Legacy and Native, I bought a dehydrator to dehydrate eggs and store them in a mason jar and freezer bags. They're supposed to be good. They're supposed to have a 3-year shelf life. I don't know.
Man, Trishan, you a soldier. Now, I don't know about none of that what you just said, but you a soldier. Trishan is bout it, okay? You should change your name from Trishan to bout it, because Trishan, that's some serious shit. You bout your shit.
Okay, the only black but not bitter said at Native, pick me up a few cartons of eggs and send them to me with my Cahoots prize.
They're coming from 2 different places, the only black but not bitter, okay? They're coming from 2 different places.
And a lady said it's like the toilet paper shortage during the pandemic. Child, that I had such a problem with toilet paper. It was terrible. I'm trying to borrow toilet paper from people, and I had a friend. I bring you 1 roll, but that's all I could spare. My sister sent me a whole big old box from Amazon, a big old box.
I'm gonna tell you what, if y'all really wanted to see something wild, go to Costco during the pandemic and go back there where that toilet paper was. Man, it was going down back there, man. It was all kind of stuff. People was trading crack for toilet paper. People was, it was just let me get 1 roll, man. Just let me get 1 roll. All right.
Leo lady said they were sending all the toilet paper to Sonia. I'm telling you.
She sure needed it.
I called the people across the street, I grew up with. Well, I'm not sure we have enough. I'll go count. Never mind. That was terrible. Okay, hopefully Dion's finished. Let me see.
He's been saying that 2 years. That shit ain't been out no 2 years. Yep.
That shit, time flying. He said he's been there how long?
Damn. You know what I have? I've been here 2 years.
Damn. You've been in there for a minute now. It's been about 2 years they don't have you in on now. Shit. I know that before you left.
I gotta get the fuck out of here, boy.
Yes, you do. There's something else I need to tell you. I got to start writing stuff down. I had a couple things to tell you. I just can't remember off the dribble.
Man, make sure you meet her and put some money in her hand so she can put this shit on the phone so I can talk to you.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
I do it, but I heard you.
What you say?
I heard you.
Okay, all right.
I'll meet you right now, though. You gotta figure that out. You gotta figure that out, man. My shit tore up.
Okay.
Lost my car. I got an accident.
Lord of mercy.
Somebody hit my folks in the rain the other day while they were Thanksgiving.
So,
like going right now.
so Power says somebody must have told a joke. I don't know what they said, but it tickled both of them. But I don't know what. I don't know.
Hey, well, glad you're alive, brother, and you ain't in here, so that's a blessing. Yeah, okay. So
I said now, that's what I'll be at all the time.
Well, I'm trying.
It look way different. You see it now, you don't believe it. It look real bossy.
Well, look here. I be trying not to go off on your motherfucking ass. I be trying, but guess what? I'm locked up, and I can't get mad at everybody. But in my brain right now, man, I'm supposed to get way more royalty than this right here. Oh, man, how shit I did. I'm supposed to get way more royalty.
Way more royalty?
Straight the fuck up.
Hey, man, I think I'll be feeling that.
Yeah, you know, from the Nesto album that he dropped.
Go ahead, you can talk over it.
From the Nesto album that he dropped back in 2018. You know, he's supposed to be getting them royalties. That's what you get for signing to LaFace. See, you should have learned from Outkast and from TLC. You ain't gonna get your royalties from LaFace, okay? Nesto, all right?
You could have kept talking right over them Negroes because we don't even know what they saying.
I mean, he need more royalties is what he's saying. You need to get your royalties together.
Treatment.
You know, you need to call Wendy Day so that she can get your royalties together. You know, that's the reason why they hung Vanilla Ice out the damn balcony is because of the royalties. So, Nesta, you might want to call Suge Knight to get your royalties. You know what I'm saying? You know, if your royalties ain't right, you know, but don't sign with LaFace no more. Don't do that.
Wait a minute. Okay, so Shay B said he sound clown.
You do sound clown.
Wendy Shy said he's saying loyalty. And Jet Black Straight did he say I'm not Tana go off on your mama. I'm not Tana go off on your mama. I didn't hear that.
Go back. He meant to say he means loyalty. That nigga said royalty.
All right.
Yeah, go back and listen. That man said royalty. I'm supposed to be getting way more royalty than this.
That's what. Let me see. Let me watch this.
But guess what? I'm locked up and I can't get mad at everybody. But in my brain right now, man, I'm supposed to get way more royalty than this right here.
He said royalty, and closed caption got it as royalty.
Royalty. He might have meant loyalty, but his ass said royalty. So don't sign with LaFace. That's what we learned, right? They will rip you off, including Pebbles. Pebbles too. She crooked too.
Oh yes, Pebbles real crooked.
Pebbles real crooked. So don't sign to LaFace. That's all you got to do.
Right. Hey, Miss Lady, how are you doing? JB said, "Legacy, don't try it. It's dangerous." What does he mean, brain? Soul power? We don't know. We don't even know what the hell he's saying, but he did. He definitely did say royalty. I know that much. But okay, Wendy Shaw said he means loyalty.
I mean, yeah, we know what he means, but that shit don't. You know, Nesto can't talk. He don't know words.
A lady said he meant being treated like royalty too. Karen S said it sounds like I need to invest in a bit in chicken. What is a bit in chicken?
Yeah, man, how shit I did. I'm supposed to get way more royalty. I mean, it was some motherfucking bombs, bro. Straight the fuck up.
Hey man, I think I be feeling, man. Shit. You know slogan there when I be feeling like that. Hey man, you gonna be alright. You gonna be alright.
But I'll be right though. But this ain't that's your situation though. This ain't
you gonna be shit. Hey man, you gonna be alright, bro. You gonna be alright.
Yeah, it ain't feeling like it right now, bro. I mean,
it don't never feel like it.
If it weren't for my folks right here, boy, I'd be goddamn dead in the water, boy.
If he wasn't for the folks right
I'd be
here,
on the
I'd be
borderline.
dead in the
I ain't
water.
gonna lie
I'm
to you.
saying some real shit, man. I done told you all this shit way before now. I said, hey, man. He said, I don't fuck with nobody. I said, hey, man. He said, why you messing with me for? I said, hey, man. Some people, you don't have to put them in your corner, man, and build them up for a certain situation. Male and female, because the female ain't gonna always be there. The male ain't gonna always be there. You don't ever know who's gonna be there until they show up.
This is very, very true. So I'm not complaining what I have right now. I'm not complaining what I think on every motherfucking day. So I'm good on that. So
Oh,
You
a
always have
bidet.
somebody around that you can go through your email or tell you or can read something to you to make sure that it's correct. You don't always have that. So you gotta realize what you set up, how you set yourself up to be.
That's how you, I didn't know that's how you spelled that.
You always with her. You know when it's time to call me, it's gonna be straightforward with somebody. That's what you set it up for. You set it up for me to go through to have all your passwords, to know how you set it up that way. You set it up, but when I get the call, it's gonna handle the business. That's what you set it up. Hey, you didn't set it up to read no book to you. You didn't set it up that way. You set the people up to do that. How you set it up? Now, if I had some money,
all right, I've had enough. We're gonna go. I mean, if nobody minds, we're gonna fast forward to him calling Sonya Big Head or whatever he called her, because I can't take this. What say you, Native?
I'm good with it.
Okay, because this is just. Let me see. So when you say you're good, Soul Power said translation. See, that's what I'm saying. What the hell? I don't know. So you okay with me fast forwarding or with me staying here and
Nah,
waiting?
go ahead, do what you gotta do. Shit, let's get this bullshit over with because these motherfuckers is getting on my nerves. So
Because let me see. Okay, wait. Okay, let me see. All right, here we go. Here we go. Well, wait. All right, here we go.
What up? What up? What up?
you sound like you.
Don't you look, Native? Don't ever call me and say, well, I mean, I guess you can because you a dude. I just won't call. Okay, all right, here we go.
first of all,
Yeah.
don't nobody do that shit but teenagers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna answer the phone, hello. You know what I mean? I mean, that's just. I'm not Flavor Flav. I'm not trying out for Public Enemy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have no reason as a grown ass man to say what up.
Mm-hmm.
But see, this grown ass man did, and
Right.
so because this grown ass man feels like she got to be hip, and street and gangster, she answers the phone. What up? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's where we at in our 80s. In our 80s, we answer the phone. What up?
Wait. Danielle said Dion can be planning a bank robbery and we wouldn't understand him.
Yeah, Dad, I'm about to go ride this bank down. I'm about to go out here and get this thing out there and just gonna tell him put it in the safe, and then I'm gonna go on out there.
Jet Black Straight says, my Brooklyn ear don't understand nothing Dion says.
You gotta have a Georgia ear. You gotta have a down south Georgia ear. You do. The Brooklyn ear ain't gonna work. It's not. It's gonna malfunction.
Soul Power said, she's such a juvenile delinquent. She sure is.
What up?
Leo Lady said at Native answered the phone, but she's so she so is both he and she rolled up in one. Oh, she is a he and she rolled up in one. Okay.
No, I said what I said. I said he answered the phone. I meant that shit. I meant that. Good. That wasn't a mistake at all. No, I meant that shit. Shit.
Oh my good night, allegedly in Harmon. She says she can't hang tonight. That's okay. That is okay. Miss Lady said, ooh, child, the mush, Mallory, and grammar. Right. That's what I said. I mean, really?
You read my text.
Yeah, I did. So we ain't got to worry about that no more. That's handled.
Yeah, go ahead.
Huh?
I'm sorry. That was not handled. What does he mean he handled it? I don't think he understands about these calls being played on the internet. We know what does and doesn't happen. So what did you handle? But okay.
But why she had to say it over and over again?
Handle it. Handle it.
Handle it. Handle it. Handle it. What up? What up? What up? What up? Handle it. That's what she's contributed to the call so far, y'all.
Thus far, yes.
You handle it. I mean, you know, that's what it is. Time to move on. They probably didn't respond.
Here we are fussing at poor baby Ali, probably. Danielle said, I'm Louisiana born and bred, went to college in ATL, and I never heard anybody speak like Dion.
Well, let me tell y'all. So I was born in Florida. My dad was born in Alabama. We had a lot of people in Alabama, and I'm not talking about the regular part, like the Montgomery and the Birmingham part. I'm not talking about that part of Alabama.
You said the regular part.
I'm talking because look, y'all know if y'all been, y'all know. Leo Lady, can you attest to this? We got regular Alabama, and then you got like Alabama, and my dad people was Alabama, like. So I've heard people talk like this for real, and like Louisiana, no, not so much unless you start going like deep into the swamps. But like Georgia, Alabama, man, look, you have some people. I hear Nesto, and I hear a lot of them people that I was, that we visited when we went to go see them, and they talk like that, and they had stuff in jars, and everything in their house was in a jar. You know what I'm saying? Like it was all jars, like just jars every fucking where. So, so that's how I can recognize some of the shit they be saying, like for real. Like it was, just jars every fucking where, like for real.
Penny Proud said, my grandma is from South Carolina, so I can understand. And Miss Principal says, this is the call. Oops. This is the call with her telling on Dion for cussing her out. Yes. And, Nesto said that, he handled it. Shapey said everything was pickled.
Shapey, you better say that. Shapey, you better say that. Everything pickled, everything was in a jar. But,
Salty Brothers said that's us, Northwest Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Principal says, I am from Orlando, Florida. I barely understand some of what he's saying.
It really does depend on who you came up around, like for real. Like I ain't gonna lie, like I've been around some country situations and some country ass people. And so I have literally seen it all from, urban Atlanta to back of the woods, Alabama to Texas to the whole. I've had the whole Southern experience. So what they're saying is awful, but I can make it out. So
Soul Power says, I feel inadequate for not knowing because I was born and bred in Georgia.
No, it's not that. It's where in Georgia. Like, was there a dirt road or was there a paved road? You know what I mean? Like, it's all about that. I mean, so don't feel inadequate. Don't feel inadequate. You just, everybody doesn't have the same Southern experience. I'll just say that. Everybody don't have the same, experience.
Queen Black says, I know someone from Enterprise AL, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard of it before.
Enterprise, Alabama, yeah.
Yeah, never heard of it. And Trishan said at Danielle, I am Louisiana born too. Mama was a Mississippi woman and dad was a Louisiana man. They got together and made Trishan. Bars.
Trishan is on it tonight, y'all. Trishan is on it.
Oh, yes.
I told you what they said. I told you what they said.
What he said?
Yeah, and said all that shit out of his mouth,
Oh yeah, that was yesterday. From yesterday.
No, today. That was today.
I didn't get that part.
Hold on, you might not have got that yet. Hold on, let me see if you got
Can
that
you
yet.
imagine tattling on a grown man?
Hold on. You said, okay, thank you. Oh, it's pending. Okay, all right. So, yeah, he sent the audio responding saying, I'm on the phone talking to a married man. He don't trust me and called me a bitch.
Who said that?
That's what he said.
He said what now?
That's what he said. He sent me an audio. This is what it's pending. It didn't come through yet. He sent me an audio response saying, I'm on the phone talking to married men.
True.
He don't trust me, and then he called
True.
me a bitch.
Gotcha.
That what he said?
All yeah,
Yep.
all seem to
Yep,
be
yep,
correct.
yep. And I responded with LOL.
Hold
and
up.
left it alone.
Hold up. That what they said you with?
Mm-hmm. And he put it on something that disappeared because I was going to record it and play it for you. But it disappears once you hear it. It disappears. So you can't save it. It disappears after you play it. I don't know what that's about, but yeah, that's what they said. All right. But you know what?
That don't even sound like him. That sounds like a girl or something.
That sound like a girl or something.
That don't even sound like.
Soul Power said, "Where's the lie?"
He said that sound like a girl or something.
Raydell Lewis said, "No lies told." A lady says she is livid. So, yeah, that sound like a girl or something. I don't understand that. Why does that sound like a girl? You're
How
a
does
man.
it
Tell
sound
me.
like a girl? I don't know how that sound like a girl. I mean, I think it's kind of funny that that's what he comes back with.
Right.
You know, I think it's kind of funny that he would, instead of saying, why are you telling me this? If you got a problem with something my son say, why don't you confront him about it? That's what he really should have said. But as far as like that sound like a girl, again, disrespecting his own son. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I mean, I just don't know how Dion still talks to this Negro for real.
Right. Yeah, Leo Lady said, "Where's the lie?" Dion told none. And Karen S said the only thing Nesto handled was Bubba's and Ken's and Sonia's 2 pimples. Wendy Shaw says they have excuses for everything. Hey, Salt and Pepper Tresses, getting in where she can fit in. So, well, I mean, we trying to figure out what's going on too, other than, Dion has told Sonya off. So we like that.
No, it wasn't boy. It was him. He said it. Yeah.
Okay, so that
Wait. Like Simone. Did we or did we not hear Gangster Sonya earlier on the call I did?
Yeah, we did.
Y'all. Why did we hear gangster? Y'all heard it, right? You remember she said that her gangster wasn't on paper, that she was a gangster, and she got a mean mouthpiece, and she the next Wendy Williams, and she this. But now you got to go tell your boyfriend on his son,
his 40-year-old son.
You got to go tell your boyfriend, Sonya. That's what we're doing.
Dion is old enough to be somebody's granddaddy, possibly, and she telling on him like that.
But we just heard her say that she was the most gangster, fiercest. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Leo Lee said Dion didn't catch her outside. That's what happened.
Because remember, that was a part of the thing, right? Catch me outside.
Yeah.
That's what she said. Catch me outside. Catch me outside. Yeah. Catch me outside. Yeah. But now, instead of catching Dion outside, she got to call his daddy, who's in jail. I don't know what the hell she thought Nesto was going.
Exactly.
But she got to tell on the son to Nesto. So I'm trying to understand, how is it 12 days ago you was a gangster when it came to the YouTube streets, but now when it comes to somebody in real life that you could pull up on, you got to go tell his daddy.
Right, exactly.
Sound like a lie to me. Anybody in here going running to tell Sonya stuff that we say? I don't never know. I don't never know. Yeah. But if there's anybody in here that go run and tell Sonya the stuff that we say, you tell Sonya. Now listen, you tell Sonya Native Tribe says she a coward. Yeah. and you gotta do the noise. You gotta do the noise when you tell her. Okay. All right.
Miss Lady says Sonya is a piece of shit. That sums it up. Yeah. Jet Black said, wah, wah. What did Shaby said? Sonya don't scare nothing but the mosquitoes and the ants. That's all she's scared. By the way, Shaby, if you can you send me a link to that channel? You know which one I'm talking about. And Soul Power said the inch high mistress ain't no gangster. She said the inch
The
high.
inch high mistress. Oh,
Blow hard. Lady said blow hard and Sonya will fall. She sure would.
Before you
Right after the text. It was right after the text that I sent you. That's exactly what I copied and pasted and sent it to you. Exactly what I said to him. I sent it to you.
do you hear how
I
excited
sent you
she is
exactly
for
word.
him too?
Yeah.
You have now Sonya, now you say you from the streets. You say you from the streets. Now, what's the number one rule in the streets? Even if you're not in the streets, you know what the number one rule of the streets is. Don't what? You
Snitches
don't.
get stitches and wind up in ditches.
Please believe that. Now, Sonya, it sounds to me like you snitching. Now,
Mm-hmm.
you might call it something else, but it sounds like you snitching on Dion.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't understand why you don't just handle your business gangster. I
Yeah.
don't understand why you don't just handle your business. You know what I'm saying? Go pull up on Dion and say, nigga, what you say? Nigga, what you say? I got your bitch, nigga. I got your bitch, nigga. That's what you supposed to do, Sonya, because you a motherfucking gangster, Tisha K. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Nesto.
Yeah.
You a motherfucking I get them mixed up sometimes. You a motherfucking gangster. Remember?
That's right.
You know,
I'm a motherfucking gangster. Didn't you see my Karl Lagerfeld? Okay,
yeah,
that's how we get down. That's my what they call it. That's my set. That's my set.
That's your set. That's your rag. Throw your soldier rag, Sonya. Throw your soldier rag like Juvie said. Throw your soldier rag out, Sonya, with your Karl Lagerfeld.
Mm-hmm.
You know, run up on Dion, give him that ass whooping he deserves, Sonya. That's what you do. Because you gangster, remember? You can't look, let me tell you something. Mobb Deep told me a long time ago that ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. It ain't no such thing as halfway gangster, Sonya. Now either you about it or you ain't. Because you when on the call I did, because my memory is pretty damn good. On the call I did, Sonya, you was a motherfucking gangster.
Mm-hmm.
And now you telling this man, daddy, ain't nothing gangster about that, son. You go handle your business. You go run up on Dion and you tell him you can burn me short, but you ain't gonna burn me long, whatever the fuck you said that day. You go tell Dion that he gonna act right? He gonna get down or lay down. You know what I'm saying? You tell him, son, you get in his motherfucking ear and you tell him that you ain't playing with him. I mean, unless you are just bullshitting and you're actually scared of everything.
I mean, I thought you were supposed to run up. You know, that's what you do when something go down that you don't appreciate. You're supposed to run up,
That's
not
what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, not sit up and tell somebody's daddy.
That's what you're supposed to do, but you running and telling his daddy. I mean, you know, I don't remember Kendrick running to Drake daddy and saying, you know, Drake done said some bad things about me. And then Drake daddy was like, he said, what? Listen to this song. That ain't what Kendrick did, Sonya. Kendrick came out and said, they not like us. They not like us. Kendrick handled his business, Sonya, and I'm gonna need you to do the same. Otherwise, you finna lose every gangster stripe that you gained in that last call.
Okay. Yes. Miss Principal said you supposed to run up and get done up. So I heard. That's what I heard too.
Dawes Effect said, "Rigga to wreck yourself, or chicka to check yourself." I don't even know what the hell that means.
No, it's check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Okay, I don't know. I wouldn't. Them niggas talk too fast. I don't know what the hell they mean. That damn Dawes Effect, man. I remember.
I love me some Dawes Effect.
Bum sticker. I ain't know what none of that shit was. I ain't know what none of that was.
And I also like I can't think of the name of that group. What? Okay. I can't think of
them niggas was talking about 5, 4. You know, I don't know. Shit. I was like,
don't make me start listening to Dawes Effects when we are done this.
That nigga said, "You shot the sheriff because I shot the deputy." I was good. I was good with my ghetto boys. I was good. I was good with my Scarface. I was good. I ain't bum sticker the bum. And then skibby the wee bop, dee-bop, Scooby Doo.
Guess what? Yeah.
They want effects, some Dawes Effects. I need a lyric sheet. I needed a lyric sheet. I didn't know what the hell was happening. I was good. Niggas was.
Word, but I copied and pasted, so you knew exactly. I'm not trying to. Oh no, she didn't say that. She said this. No, I sent you exactly what I said. I sent it to you, word for word, the exact same text, and that was the response. And that's why I started off with, I don't care if you get mad, you know,
Oh,
get mad, I'm gonna say this, because in the end, if when you do stuff like that, and then everything go like it need to go, and then you get out.
That's what it was called. They Want Effects. That's that song.
I knew the name of the song. That wasn't the problem. The name of the song wasn't the problem. What the hell they were saying? A nigga shot the devil, and I shot the deputy. Okay. All right.
Oh, hey, no, because so either you're gonna step up. So that's what I text you after I text you that. I said, either you're gonna step up or you don't step back. You know.
wow.
Oh, that's
But
what
yeah,
you
that's what
text
I
him?
think that's what he said. I know you ain't
Okay.
surprised. 'Cause I ain't surprised.
That just sounds like a girl to me, but that's fine.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that comment
Okay.
at all.
I'm just trying to figure out why would they go hard on somebody trying to help somebody else.
Exactly.
That makes no sense to me.
And try to make a dig because I'm doing. That's why I said all of that. I'm doing. It's like it's sad that I'm the only one, and I'm taking all this.
I heard it.
Right. So it's like, but that's your response. You get me?
Right. That's okay. They gonna pay it in the wind. Just moving on. That shit finna move on. I done made my mind. I woke up this morning with it, but I didn't wake up. I thought about it last night. Yeah.
Well, that's just what people say when they can't own their shit. That's what it is. That's not owning their shit. So you saw that, you got mad, and even though I asked you to help a couple of times, and you just keep deflecting and talk about what you got going on, and what about me? And I'm sitting here like, oh my God, are you serious? What about you? What the hell? Okay.
I'm pretty sure you heard that before because you told me.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure you heard that from other people before.
I don't deal with people.
No, in your lifetime, you have. So.
Yeah,
people whine. People whine.
Oh, honey, no, I don't deal with people. I deal with my siblings. That's it. That's it. And we're not built like that, so we don't. So, they be on some other shit, but not that type of shit. You get me? But no, I don't. That's that generation, huh? That's not our generation. We different. I don't deal with that generation. Other than my kids.
I get you. I understand.
Yeah. So I mean, that's no.
Hey, Sonya. Hey, Sonya. Listen, I know you listening because you ain't got shit else to do. We just heard you say tonight that you bored as fuck and ain't got nothing to do. Sonya, if you're listening right now, didn't you tell us today that you hang out with Diamond from Crime Mob? You said 12 days ago that you hung out with Diamond from Crime Mob, and Diamond from Crime Mob was born in 1988, Sonya. So it would seem to me that not only do you deal with that generation, but you like to hang out with that generation. That's what it sounds like, because that was merely 11 or 12 days ago that you was bragging about being with Scrappy's ex, Diamond, who was born in 1988. So yes, you do deal with that generation, Sonya. I don't know why you telling that lie right now, but whatever. And Nesto ain't good with numbers, and he'll never figure out how old damn Diamond is. So stop it. Stop.
I'm not so sure he said he was the neighbor, so he should know. Remember, he said that he used to live next door to him. Remember, he said that. He had said that.
I don't know what the hell he said. I don't
Yeah,
know.
he said that they lived next door to each other. So yeah, okay.
No worries. You know what I'm saying? There's one more thing to to deal with, not deal with. Was say I didn't read the whole text, but yeah, that's what we said.
Okay.
So,
how was your job today?
my live, I did a live today.
Oh.
It went well. It was kind of tough because they were going in. You know what I'm saying? And of course, you got people that are just so, he doesn't even know about your channel. He knows everything. Y'all just don't get all the calls. How about that? And why does he need to know about my channel? And he just kept trying to do the
Salt Pepper Tresses says, but didn't she say she dated in that generation? She sure did. Wendy Shaw said my granddaughter was born in 1980. But it's a difference between being around your family or hanging out with your family that's that's young, and being around you get me. It's just, it's a difference. Somebody I saw she said she dated. Yeah, everybody's saying the same thing. She says she dated younger men. Now, a lady said, "Is Diamond a he or a she?" I'm it. Wait a minute. I don't know. Is that shade in there somewhere?
Uh,
I
uh,
think she's a she, but
Diamond is definitely a she.
I mean, but is that some little scrappy shade though? I'm just asking.
Could be, but Diamond is a she. I've seen Diamond. Seen
Um,
Diamond. I saw Diamond. Like Diamond was one of the first celebrities I saw when I came to Atlanta, if you want to call her a celebrity.
is
And
she? I was
honestly,
getting ready to
and
ask.
honestly, I mean, like Atlanta, that one song was hot. I don't know what else she did, but I do know that somebody had to point her out to me and tell me who that was. I know that, but um, and I merely saw her. I didn't even like talk to her or anything. I just saw her in Lenox Mall, um, but yeah, that's a she.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The whole, they kept going before they kept asking me dumb questions about Shirley. And I'm thinking like, I don't talk to her. Why did you ask me that? You know what I'm saying? Well, how does she feel? I'm like, I don't know. Like, do y'all ever hear me talking to her? Like, where y'all get that from? That would be weird.
Wow.
Yeah, like, why would you ask me that? I'm like, that's dumb to say that. Oh, well, you're just a honey squeeze. I want them to be together and be happy. That's what I want. Y'all keep with this narrative that I'm trying to take, like some women that come into a situation and be like, when are you getting divorced? When is it going to be me and you? I'm like, that's not our situation. So stop trying to make that the situation. That's not the situation. The situation is
Wow.
friends that y'all want. I just can't believe they're just friends because why would you? Well, y'all got some fucked up friends. And I said it too. I said, y'all got fucked up friends. So my friends go hard for me. I said, I ain't been to jail. My friends go hard for me.
She,
Not everybody that fortunate,
but I
but
thought
I
she
said
didn't
people I
have
deal
any
with, they go
friends.
hard for me. So maybe y'all don't, understand that concept without it trying to be some end game. What do you want after all this is over? I want him to be happy with what? And if she doesn't,
That many questions you had?
I have.
Okay. A lady said, I thought I heard Nestor say, I know him. And Soul Power says Sonya is so inconsistent.
He said I know him when she was talking about Scrappy. Yeah, she said
Okay.
Scrappy's ex, and she was saying I know him.
Okay.
Yeah.
For my life.
What?
Mm-hmm. Well, I had 300 people. At my highest was 336. And they went for 3 hours.
I thought you said you had 800
Oh, okay.
before.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Somebody got on there was talking mad shit. Talking people. And girls was like,
No, how about
get on in here.
400? I mean, 250
Oh,
out of
well,
the 3.
you got some people that's just going to be bitter and be hateful. And just, I said, but the main thing is I don't want people to say things that's going to hurt his case. A lot of people are like, Cubby's kept saying, oh, you
Wait a
get by with
minute. The lady, you didn't know Scrappy was a he?
Oh wow. Well, I thought I was behind. I thought I was behind because I don't know who the hell Lil Yachty is, but damn, I knew who Scrappy was.
I really think that Sonya thought she was going to get with these other band of misfits and it was going to parlay into like a show or something, like anything. Yeah, that's what I think. A lady said, I don't know them folk.
I don't blame you.
Girl, there has to be a crime for an indictment. I haven't committed a crime since I was 25. I was not going to be honest about my shit. About shit I did. I said, but that was 30 years ago. Let's be clear. And it was in Ohio. So, we ain't going to talk about, just talking. After talking about what's on the warrant, it's just what's on the warrant. I talked to him. He can't talk about his case. He's been in jail. He can't talk on the phone. So why would I know anything? He sounds down saying that. He's in jail. He cannot discuss his case. No parts of it. So I don't know. I only know what's on the warrant. That's all I know. I read the warrant. That's all I can go by. That's it. That's a one-sided story. That's all it is. It's a one-sided story. So why did you believe him? He said he didn't do it. And then Stanley said he didn't do it. I said, so let's go with that. I said, because the family knows better than I do.
Leo lady said the show would be called The Real Dummies of Atlanta. And Shay B says she knows what that skit looked like. Salt and Pepper Trusted says real side hens of Fulton County. How about it? That girl says, Sonia, stop lying. You was pressing Nesto. You are such a liar. I'm gonna tell you something else. I keep hearing the warrants, the warrants, the warrants. So you mean to tell me, I mean, even if in the newer calls, not the old new ones that dropped, but like the actual current calls that we had, that was in the late 2024, she still keeps saying the warrants, the warrants, the warrants. So is she not reading like other paperwork? Maybe that's her problem, that she's not reading any other paperwork.
Wait. That's her problem?
Well, one of her problems.
Okay, all right.
One of them.
All right.
Jet Black Straight said, real GTL ladies of Fulton County. That's what it would be called. A lady said that would be a shitty show. Like, she don't even care. It would just be a shitty show.
Well, finally said, that ain't him. That ain't him. Somebody was asking me about God. Do I believe in God? And I was like, no. What are you, spiritual? No. Ask me some other religious question. And I was like, no.
I don't think anybody asks that.
I don't believe in the devil. I don't support the devil. I just don't, do the God thing. I said, but I don't, I said, I trust, I treat, not treat, you know how I do. I respect all living things. And I said, that's how I live my life. If you're alive, I respect you. And that's the only way you can be.
You say everything that got up to 200.
Who does? I almost said 336.
Huh?
I said, my live went to 336. And I was like, when are you coming back on? When did we get the video about the shooting? I gotta talk to my niece about that. She was supposed to release that tonight.
Ain't nobody asked for that.
My video on my shooting, because everybody kept asking about the shooting. So.
Oh, so where the video? Oh, you made a video?
I made a video. Yeah, because I have to put that thing out, and then she put that. I don't know if I have a juice over there. I didn't even park my car. I forgot about that. Yeah, so she put that narrative out there about the shooting, which she should have never did. So when people were already asking, so I put that out there. But they're like, "What are you gonna do with your channel?"
What does she mean, the narrative? You said something about it. It was researched and Fran put it on the channel. What narrative? Look, whoever found that, they went and actually dug through microfiche in order to retrieve that article. And the article was read. What are you talking about? It was a public newspaper. Why does she always make things more than what they really are? Gosh.
Because she has nothing.
Okay.
People that have nothing have to make something out of nothing. You know what I mean? She has nothing. She has no personality. She has no hair. She has no guts. She has figuratively or literally. She has nothing, Legacy Moon. So, so in order to have something, sometimes you have to make things up. She's never had anything. We're talking about a woman without a country. She has no loyalty for anything because nobody has never had any loyalty for her. So this is the type of lunacy that comes from people like this. They have to make things up. So what she's ranting about is that's what people like her do.
Okay, Petty Patty, this is just wrong. She says she wanted to be one of those hip hop cougars of Fulton County, guest starring IS.
That's disgusting.
Disgusting and scary. CJ said, can you slow it down? Because she's okay. But I'm telling you, it's going to sound the same. It's going to sound the same. You put it on normal speed. Okay, here we go.
By
the way, I'm not skipping comments, but because of the time and stuff, I'm kind of jumping around.
Because I want a more male audience. So a couple of people got on there that has an understanding. See, the problem is that audience don't have an understanding of the criminal justice system. So they just think, it goes like it's supposed to go. You get a fair trial, and everything like they think like that. And I'm like, that's not how it goes, honey. That's a facade.
We're black. Why would we think that?
Hold on.
Yeah, because this shit crazy. They don't
No, what?
Soul Power said the show would be called Hip Hop Hooker Foot ATL.
Girl got on Hey, Sean. I'm gonna call you back when I get off the phone. That's all. You saw me on live. Oh, you're so stupid. What you say? What was your name? I didn't see it. What did you say? Were you saying something nice or saying something mean? Oh, I ain't see that coming. You stupid.
Wait a minute. That is so disrespectful. Do you hear that? Did y'all hear that? So she's talking to a man on the phone, and he just said, "Oh, them titties looking good."
Mm-hmm.
And Nesta is laughing. It's the disrespect for me.
Mm-hmm.
If any man has ever said that to me, it's because it's just been me and him. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's the disrespect for me. I cannot.
But shit, that's so in jail. Somebody ain't be taking that motherfucker up. What you want?
Oh wow.
You a dog. I didn't even see none of that. Remember, if you oh, you was on when she was on. She became so annoying, but I was.
Oh my God.
They were like hating her. Everybody was like, "When is she going home?" You're right. That's what everybody kept saying. When is she going home? I was like, this is not your audience, because she was, but trying to help her sound right, but everybody was annoyed with her.
Tell no, so I said keep his head up. He needs something on his foot like I'll put something on his foot.
You keep saying that every week.
Soul Power says Sonya slipped that man $20 to say that. And the woman he chose said, Lord have mercy, y'all still up? Yes, this is what we do on Friday nights. We be up until the morning. Sometimes the sun beats us.
So, but did we catch the big mustard shade?
No.
Oh, we didn't catch the big mustard shade?
No.
Okay, go back and listen to the big mustard shade. She was so annoying. He said, I seen you when that girl was up there. And she said, everybody kept saying, I wish she would go home. I wish she would go home. She's talking about big mustard.
But I don't think that, weren't we? I could have sworn on that live we were saying that we wanted, Sonya wasn't given, I thought Big Mustard a chance to speak, if I can remember correctly.
He said, I was in the live when that girl was up there with you.
Uh-huh.
And everybody kept saying, I wish she would go home. And and Sonya said, Sonya said she was so annoying. But I was trying to get her case. I was trying to go back and listen to it.
Okay.
That was big mustard shade.
Okay.
God, that shit ain't never been like that. Hold on.
Yeah, because this shit crazy.
No, one girl got on there. Hey, Sean. I'm going to call you back when I get off the phone. That's all. You saw me on live? Oh, you're so stupid. What you say? What was your name? I didn't see it. What did you say? Were you saying something nice or saying something mean? Oh, I ain't see that coming. You stupid.
Shit, that's so in jail. Somebody ain't be taking that motherfucker up. What you want?
Nesto is in jail. Somebody should be
taking the motherfucker over. Yes.
Yeah, that. Wait a minute. They're just friends. So why would he say that?
Come on, Legacy Moon. It's too early in the morning for this shit. Shit, come on, Legacy Moon. We ain't even doing this right now.
You a dog. I didn't even see none of that. Remember, if you oh, you was on when she was on. She became so annoying, but
See?
I was. Oh my God! They were like hating her. Everybody was like, "When is she going home?" You're right. That's what everybody kept saying. When is she going home? I was like, this is not your audience, because she was, but trying to help her sound right, but everybody was annoyed with her.
Tell no, so I said keep his head up. He needs something on his foot like I'll put something on his foot.
You keep saying that every week. Dumbass.
Real nigga supposed to be. I'll put something on.
Okay, go ahead. Done that.
Okay, I'm listening.
He hear you.
was gonna say, I don't remember this, but the only thing I remember about this is that man saying that he would put money on Nesto's books.
Nah, he said that girl that was with. He said, "Who was that girl that was with you though?" She
I
was
heard,
so
yeah, I
annoying.
heard that part.
She
Yeah,
was so annoying.
yeah,
Yeah. So no, Sonya don't know how to keep no damn friends.
yeah. I did hear that part, but the only part of this call, like I didn't hear that originally until, in fact, I didn't until you said something. I still would have
Mhm.
missed it, but I do remember the call because I remember him saying he put something on Nesto's books. Um, the woman he chose said, "What? I got to go back and catch up." Leah Lady said he tapping that when she go to Cleveland, and that was very, very disrespectful. Somebody said it was disrespectful. I can't remember who said it, but it was, yeah, Ray Della Lewis. It's very disrespectful. I wouldn't want to. Well, let me just okay.
Okay, I appreciate it. I'm waiting on you.
Hey, man. Hey, listen, my nigga. You talk to a real, this day real nigga.
Okay, you told me that last time. I got you locked in though. You told me that last time. I got you locked in.
Tell somebody forget to tell me something. I'm gonna put something on it. You know, she left me hang when you got her good, but she left me hang when I was locked up.
Hey man, I ain't got nothing to do with that, man. I ain't got nothing to do with that, man. We talking about.
Me and him had this conversation last night. He was talking that shit. I said, man, my shit was tight, and you had a wife taking care of your ass, and he was good. Yeah, man, the wife and the brothers was taking care of him. He ain't want for nothing, so he good. He just whine.
Hey, that's something. Hey, listen, real talk. Hey, this is between me and you.
And
I don't understand. No, hey, Tony, but then I say, I don't understand how he was such a good nigga, and everybody in I don't understand that shit, bro. None in the world can see how all your people just turn their back on you, man. That's some fucked up shit.
Because he wasn't a good person.
Yeah.
Sean.
Yeah. You know,
go ahead. Go ahead.
What you say? He was
I
talking.
said, go ahead. I had to put it back on the. Hold on, I had to put the thing. Okay. Go ahead, Sean.
No, what I was telling Sonya is that I didn't understand how you was such a solid dude and how you was doing what you was doing, you know what I mean, and making moves, but you know, motherfuckers, and now all of a sudden that everybody turn their back on you, man. That shit I can't understand where the logic of that shit is at. You know what I mean?
Because he wasn't a solid dude.
That's what I told him.
This thing, one thing I do know for sure, you know, I do believe in God. Yeah, definitely done brought me some places that I never thought I could see or imagine. But I'm gonna tell you right now, bro, when that day is over with right here, when the time comes, motherfucker gonna say, damn, I should have sit there and waited. Cause I have patience. So guess what? He gonna shine for me. I'm coming again, harder.
Okay.
Harder.
It's all
harder and stronger.
The bounce back.
Harder and stronger, man. The bounce back gonna be even better. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
I'm a man of my words, man. You know what I mean? It might not be. I ain't saying I'm gonna say the thing for you, but just real niggas do real things, man. I talked shit about her, you know, that she loved me, but I was good, man. I did 3 years.
Peekaboo said Sonya is telling Nesto's business to that man. Apparently so. Soul Power said, "Who this ignorant slave man?" I don't know.
Which was a walk in the park, you know what I mean? The shit that I was doing out there. So, you know, it is what it is, but I got mad respect for you, man. I want you to keep your head up, stay prayed up.
Oh my God.
And listen, it's one at the end of that tunnel.
I appreciate it. I definitely see it too, because I'm definitely presented to the West. So old Chinese lady told me to be successful in the business, make sure your business turn to the West. It's turned to the West, brother.
Huh?
Gonna see me every morning. So we're gonna be good. You see.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
I'll let you.
Okay.
I'm gonna call you back when I get over here. You so good. I know your ass is gonna lie.
Glad to talk to all this.
Bye.
It's the fact that this is going on and he's sitting up there laughing. I would be mortified if I'm on the phone and it's a call with me and two other guys, and this is how they talk about me. And she's all like a teenager. I just, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Arrested
Hello.
Huh?
Arrested Development. You know, you said she's giggling like a teenager. That's that Arrested Development. That's what she is in her brain. You know, we talk about it all the time. I mean, we're dealing with grown people that are actually children on the inside. That's what we're dealing with. Because yes, a real woman would not have sat there and took that shit. A real woman wouldn't be in this situation in the first place.
Yeah.
But in this situation, a real woman would not be like, hell no. Hell no. All attention ain't good attention.
Well, I mean, even you know him. Oh yeah, when I was down, he ain't put no money on. She ain't put no money on my books, and she was like, "Oh, you had your wife." I mean, is she always ripping and running with married men? I mean, okay. I do know a few men who got married, but they were guys that I grew up with. Like for example, I had two neighbors across the street, one of which the guy I knew him longer, like since I was 6 or something. And then when I was 9 or 10, I met the other one. Well, we all grew up and, you know, they got married. But even though I've known him longer, you know, our families, our fathers was good friends. When I would call the house, if I wanted him for some reason, I would still ask to speak to her first, talk to her, and then say, well, let me speak to, you know, so and so. It was a respect thing, even though we were all friends, we all grew up together. I've known him longer, but it was just a respect thing. So I mean, I don't understand that. Leo lady said, I'm confused. Did Nesto have a wife too? Oh yeah, he had two. He had two. Uh-huh. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
My God, Becky,
Yeah.
look at
So
that.
everything be all right. I'm just saying, amen.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
What's
it
in it?
come. But anyway, I sent that letter off to goddamn turpentine. Let that shit move on, man. I just gotta, like I said, gotta let shit move on.
Yeah, because I think he gonna railroad your ass into some shit you don't want to be, you know.
How can an attorney railroad you into some stuff that you don't want to be in? Karen S., who is Big Mustard with now? Please do tell.
But the one girl who was giving all kind of legal advice was telling me to file suit against him. I gotta reread what she said. It's called, and then you sue him and get you know, most of your money back from, you know, the work he didn't do and the performance that he did bad type stuff. So
That's civil.
yeah, don't just let him keep that. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
civil.
Let
He
him
would have
refund
to go
that
to
back to
court.
her. Because I know his honor ass is not gonna give it to you, and that's fine.
Y'all talked about all that?
Man, they talked about it was 3 hours, man. I got on at 7. I just got out of 5-10 minutes before you called.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
guess what?
Set up to go yet?
I do 3-hour lives on you,
Somebody asked me
Sonya.
about that too, and I was like, I gotta do that tonight. Somebody asked me that too. They was like, "What about his? You ever set up anything for funding for him?" And I was like, "I'm gonna do that tonight." And that's good that I'm doing it after that, because a lot of people was like, you know, I really like that. I appreciate you. We think this of you now. See, I was going off of what that girls was saying, calling me all kind of hoes and strippers, and saying I was all into hoop and he this and he that. Like I said, one thing I don't play is with people's freedom. And you know, anytime somebody would make a comment like that, I'm like, don't play with that. That's what you're not going to do. Don't make no type of comments talking about all like, you know, you and him both going to don't say that shit. Don't fuck with people's freedom. You know, and they be the ones to be always trying to, yeah, and be the ones to be trying to say, oh, you don't believe in God, but you stay telling people they need to go to jail for nothing. Like I'm just, you know, and they just kept wanting to say, they kept asking the question, they kept trying to keep going back to the if I fuck them. Well, I said, okay, so riddle me this. Why y'all keep asking me about who I'm fucking? Like, y'all don't even know me. So why would I answer y'all anyway? You sound dumb to even think that I would answer you. How about just go off whatever you feel like you heard on a phone call? If y'all feel like we did this, that, and the other because this is what was said, then go off of that. That's all I'm gonna say. Go off the phone call. But I'm not saying shit. It ain't my place to answer that to nobody because I don't know you to talk about my body with you. You sound dumb when you keep asking me. And then another person. So did you, girl, why do you even care? I would not even care about who's fucking. Unless
Okay, let me just say
unless
this because
part
I'm
of
so sick of her saying this shit. Ain't nobody asking about her frail ass stupid body, okay? Ain't nobody asking who you fucking. Ain't nobody asked you that, Sonya, because we know that would be too long of a list and ain't nobody got time for all that shit. What we are saying is that we did hear the calls, not go by what you think you heard. We heard you all talking about sexual encounters. So stop trying to make it sound like we're asking you as if we don't know. What we're trying to figure out is why you lying about it. Like, was the
Right.
shit that bad that you gotta lie about it? Nesto, you ain't knock it out the park so that she could brag about it. You had to lie. You up here lying about the dick. Oh my God, Sonya, come on now. What you doing that for? Be proud of this man that you fuck. Remember, that's Shabu. Remember, that's handsome man. Hey, handsome man. Remember that? Remember
Pretty
that?
with the good hair.
It's graded with the good hair. Look, Sonya, stop it. Be proud of this Negro. Because see, here's one thing that I factor into it too. If I'm Nesto and I'm hearing that this woman is denying the fact that we did anything, like that ain't what a man want to hear.
It's not a flex.
Don't no man want to hear that a woman is denying that they had sex with him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to get it straight, Sonya. Now, ain't nobody asked you who you fucking. And like I said, we ain't got time for that shit. We ain't got time to figure out who all Sonya's fucking. Because how many players are on a baseball team? How many players on the football team? Sonya, we ain't got time for you to name all them damn people. We got shit to do. Okay? We're not asking who you fucking. We're asking why are you lying about fucking him?
Right.
That's what we want to know.
Right. Exactly. Danielle said YouTube has nothing to do with Nesto's freedom. Wait a minute. This just popped in my head. Y'all remember the Tasha K thing when she was talking about being on dating sites and she showed Tasha K a picture of a guy on her phone and Tasha K was showing it. I thought that was so random and also middle school-ish. Like, who does that? I just want to know, is there anybody out there who does that? Who like would say, oh, okay, this is who I'm talking to. Look who I mean, who does that? Really?
Somebody that ain't used to attention.
Okay, well, I'll buy that. I'll buy that. Yeah. So, Soul Power says, Sonya, we all know that you and Nesto were screwing. It ain't that serious. I don't understand. I don't have to tell you about my body. Well, I mean, come on.
We're not asking about how your titties went flat.
No.
We're not asking why you got to take a shit every 5 minutes. We don't give a fuck about your weird ass body. What we're trying to figure out is this weird ass lie that you didn't fuck him when on the same line that's being recorded by Global Tel Link, you said that you did fuck him. And now you say go off what we have gone off what we heard. We just want to know why you're lying. That's all.
Salt and Pepper Dresses says, if you have hoe-like behaviors, you might just be a hoe. Okay, I'll agree with that. I will agree with that. And Salty Buzzard said, Slore is a railway line. Brand trains run day and night. Jet Black Straight said that's because Sonya thinks she is the story. Yeah, it always goes back to her.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all, we almost done.
Situation. You sound down. What did you sound? I'm on my way. I left the house. I'm on my way to go pick the baby up. I should have just left the baby and just told him to drop the baby off in the morning. What I should have did, but I know, but I didn't. I didn't ask Katie to watch her, and she said her throat hurts, so I got to come in here and buy her something for her throat. Baby got a sore throat. Baby got a sore throat.
I think you have a wheelchair is that shit funny to me. I'm just
right.
folks just don't want to let that shit ride, but that's okay. You ain't got to comment on it. You don't have to
He said
comment.
hilarious. Where's the medicine at?
I'm
Okay,
saying
so
them folks
y'all
don't
wasn't
I
kidding
don't
about the
understand,
wheelchair.
but it's okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Did you roll back on something else talking about what you first who you talking about? Or you talking about who
What's
you
that?
talking about? Who you talking about? Who you talking about? Oh, just go so throat. Damn, so throat is $9. What the fuck? It costs money to be
Oh
sick.
shit.
I never take medicine. That's why I
Who
never
are
had
you
the body.
talking to? You're talking to me.
I'm talking to you, sir.
Oh.
Three.
Who are you talking
Oh,
to?
okay. Damn, that was something else. No, I didn't get the pictures that y'all took when y'all went out that night. I didn't get that.
The picture that we took when we went out.
Yeah, you said you when you went out or something.
I sent you the picture from the jail visit. I sent you the picture from
No, that was it.
something else. I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, that was it. That's it. Okay. So she gonna let.
I don't know.
So you gonna be talking about the shooting, huh? Okay.
Yeah, it's all about everything on the show. It's actually a good video, actually. You know what I'm saying? It's actually good. You know what I'm saying? But she was saying, someone might feel some type of way about it. But it was only a brief moment of severe sore throat. I'm gonna get to where I spoke on my sister. I wish I just omitted the whole thing. I should have just went straight to I should have skipped over her part and went straight to Will's part and just completely omitted that. I wasn't thinking that day. Thought about it today. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna do your thing. I want you to concentrate what you're doing. It's late out there.
Yeah, we're gonna get that Friday tonight. That the rest of that I see.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That
Tomorrow.
shit crazy. That shit crazy. That's what that is. That
Yeah,
shit
it's
crazy.
okay. It's a new year coming up. And yeah, it's a lot going on out there. I'll tell you that
And
right
you'll
now.
still be in jail.
Mm-hmm. Okay, hang on. Call me. Oh shit, I gotta call her.
I'll call you tomorrow.
Call me tomorrow. Okay. Love you, buddy.
Thank you for using Global Tellink.
Thank you for
Woo
watching.
child.
Please like, subscribe.
We got through it.
Did we?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, y'all, I thank y'all very, very. He called me on Keisha's phone, said, "My God." Right. So Power said barely. Well, y'all, I thank y'all for being here on this After Dark. Tomorrow I am going to go live tomorrow. I think I really do not feel good, and if I get up and I'm not feeling up to it, when it gets closer to the evening, I'll post something and let y'all know whether or not I'm gonna go live, because I really don't feel good. But if I do, I will be doing body cam tomorrow and Sunday, because we didn't do our body cam on Thursday. So that's what I will be doing. How about you, Native?
I will see you all on Sunday afternoon for Strawberry Sunday.
Okay. I thank y'all so much for being here. Shout out to the marvelous Moonlight Mods. Thank you for the new memberships. Thank you for the member milestones and anything else that I forgot to mention. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I will hopefully see you tomorrow. And y'all y'all was really waiting for this call to go through. I do have, in case a lady get ready to jump down my throat, I do have a doctor's appointment on Tuesday. So I will be going to the doctor. That was the earliest they could get me in. They was talking about at first some Friday till they asked me what was wrong. And they was like, okay, well, wait a minute. So I will be going on Tuesday. But meanwhile, y'all have yourselves a good night. If I do not see you tomorrow or Sunday, have yourself a good weekend. And make sure you practice some self-care, self-love, because we all deserve that. Good night, everyone.